I have a taco. Who read? Stop with my
Alright, we're live, you guys.
Are we sure?
Hang on.
Hello, everyone.
No, we're not.
I'm having a black
It's on
screen
black.
at the moment.
I was about to say it's
Yeah,
on black
it is
screen.
a black screen.
Even though
This has never happened.
This is weird.
Voice is coming through.
I can hear voice too.
Well, technical difficulties.
Hi everyone.
Technical difficulties.
Bear with
We
us.
love technical difficulties.
we try making it invisible, like clicking on the eyeball and then undoing that.
Nope. Hang on one sec.
Damn, stream your screen really fast.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I cast darkness too early.
Dang it, Zeps.
I'm gonna move us to
That's-
the break screen temporarily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be good.
Alright, I'm muted.
Alright.
Alright, now we're all here.
Yep, and we get sound.
Everything's fine.
But I think they updated something.
Oh yeah, because I had issues with mine too.
Yep, I remember I had issues with mine.
So, just OBS difficulties. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Nothing's on fire. Ignore all of those flames going on around us. Everything's fine.
Just ignore the burning hellscape that's collapsing in behind me.
And the burning houses and
Oh God,
the
we're all gonna
impossibly on fire metal. Don't worry
Anyway,
about any of those weird.
I'm good. Someone got my
things.
reference.
yes. Nobody got mine though, I'm sad. Especially about you. Anyway, go for it, Mr. Korjan.
Alright.
Mr. Winters.
Last time on totally not copyrighted thing. Anyway.
Last time on Delinquents and Dice.
Yeah. Let's see here. We managed to not perish in the underground
Somehow.
because a certain bard abandoned her party and just left them behind to die.
Went for
Stole the
reinforcement.
artificer with
Actually, she
her.
went to go get Jane, who is
But
probably
she stole the
a good idea.
She stole the artificer with her.
Yeah, she took
Yes.
our artificer with her.
Took the resident squishy.
Yep.
No, I dropped the die again!
Decided to. It was too much for us, so she's gonna go get help. And Corjan decided he was just gonna keep the guys talking. Maybe they could be friendly. Who knows? He's not one to judge.
Despite the fact that the barbarian already whacked one with a sword.
Yeah, but they didn't
The same
immediately
paladin
fight
that got a
back,
dragon
so-
on our side.
Honestly, this paladin has done some ridiculous fast talking.
I kept him talking the whole time until Jane showed up, so that worked out.
He should get a bump in his charisma score for that.
already have a
Actually,
+3.
I meant to ask, what color is Corjan's hair?
White.
Black.
Black.
Damn,
Black.
you
When
don't-
did you
don't-
change it?
It was always black, I thought. 'Cause that's what
In
he sent
character
me for
creation,
character-
that's why the joke was going through, because we both had white hair and green eyes.
I think I switched it to black for some differentiation between us.
Oh,
I think he did, and then it matched in with half the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it matched in with Trenton, it also matched in with Bellfire.
Although his
Yeah.
hair definitely
And
doesn't look the same,
Tobian.
considering he's been glowing.
That is also true.
That's fair.
Jeez.
except animal people.
Well, that's true. That's definitely true.
Anyway, yeah. It's a good time.
I'm
We
blue.
somehow survived, and
Blue.
Alex decided
And Jade
to
Green.
teleport one of the zombies that was rising into a labyrinth. And
Definitely zombies.
definitely zombies. Totally not anything
So
worse.
totally not anything way, way, way worse.
Yeah. But anyway, one
Literally
dude got
zombies.
teleported into a labyrinth. Apparently, this has happened before, and he's not thrilled about it. Second guy just managed to trick the party and banish himself somehow.
Didn't you know that you could do that?
No,
No.
Well, now
but it doesn't
You
make sense that
know.
Corjan would know that either, since he's not high enough to cast banishment.
that's fair.
True.
Self-banishment.
Yep.
His face.
It worked. Anyway, anything else?
Let's see.
A
We
lot
made our
about
way
everything else.
upstairs. Corjan made everybody food, and Jane decided to come clean with us that she's actually Echo's mom.
Among a few,
well, That's not
among other
exactly what went
things that-
down. But
Yeah, she kind of she finally admitted to not being
After sitting there and getting
per se
grilled the whole
Jane.
well, she didn't admit it because it was something was a little let loose. I believe it was Corjan's mentioned something about original Jane, to which Akura was like, "What original Jane?"
I
I
said
said
something
that-
about,
that
oh,
was
you
later.
like Jane.
Yeah, that was Jack.
And then
that
Jane's
kinda
kind of like,
dropped
"Well, I
that
guess
one.
that cat's out the bag."
It's better to have come clean and not keep a bunch of secrets. Right, guys?
And certain people recognized other certain faces, and well,
Yeah.
Echo had no clue what was going on the whole time.
One way or the other, that secret wasn't gonna last, and Echo was literally the only one oblivious to the entire
I'm
situation.
honestly surprised it lasted that long.
Even, like, Akura caught on, and if Tobias
And
was here,
Akura
he
really
would've
didn't
caught
understand
on.
Akura didn't understand what's going on, but she figured out that there was a connection between the two.
Well, I rolled on my insight. I rolled high for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then everyone got plastered, because
I didn't get plastered.
Well,
most of everyone
No.
got plastered.
Trent
I
and
would say
Echo
I got
had
plastered.
something. You were at least 3 sheets, dearie.
But I wouldn't say
Hellfire was getting absolutely
plastered.
destroyed by his
His
Valkyrie,
Valkyrie.
because she also joined in on the drinking and accidentally gave stuff to
She was the one who
those
started it.
who couldn't handle it.
Somehow, Akura did manage to handle his liquor well, but yes, dearie, he was at least 3 sheets.
Again,
he
I
couldn't
wouldn't say
walk straight.
plastered.
He couldn't walk straight.
It's fine.
I wouldn't say plastered.
No more-
Plastered would have been falling on my face.
No, that's blackout.
Anyways, no, continue.
After
We're gonna have this
everyone
fatal
had
time.
enough
Continue.
alcohol to suffice them, we all went back to our rooms.
You forgot something.
Who am I forgetting?
Peter.
Oh. Yeah, he doesn't matter. Moving on.
Fine, you don't get your magical.
Oh,
Peter teleported in mid-drinking session, surprising the newfound mother-daughter duo even more, because, oh boy, it's time to meet the boyfriend already.
yeah!
What a fast production. I just figured out and decided to reveal that I have a daughter. Now I have to meet her boyfriend. What a parenting faux pas.
Well, technically, Jane knew she was the Echo's mother. She just hadn't
Jane knew.
figured out how to break it to Echo.
I know. But essentially,
Also,
transitioning
we
from
learned
just
some-
acquaintance to parent, and then suddenly, oh no, I have
Also,
to meet the
we're
boyfriend now.
forgetting some other stuff as well about
Yeah.
Trenton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trenton we found
Yeah,
out is a
that's not
senile old
relevant.
man.
Not senile.
You're senile.
He has memory problems that need correcting eventually, hopefully.
I mean, we've always known that about Trenton.
It's entirely possible I've had too many spells cast on me. They had effects on my memory.
Sure. And you also hung out in the Feywilds for years.
Way too long.
At least 180.
No, they're
That's not healthy.
floaties.
Yeah, well, that might be a factor.
I
Jack, stop
joke.
crying.
I was joking. I had crumbs of cake quesadilla in my mouth and I choked it.
Oh no.
So, yeah.
It's like-
Anyway.
After Peter decided to show up and talk with everyone and not get stabbed
Talk with
immediately.
everyone.
Yeah.
Hey.
Echo and I managed to stop the autoaggression.
Read more as looked at everyone and promptly ignored them.
And Alex was way too late to the party, even though a portal appeared in the middle of his base.
Look,
Oh yeah, speaking
look.
of
He
him,
ran
he's-
away so he didn't have to deal with Echo
Okay.
and Jane thing.
No, he ran
Yeah.
away because we were trying to assign him as ambassador to the elf castle that sprung up in the middle of the city and has a bunch of very racist elves in it.
And then he was
And-
like, Bruno, you're
And maybe
ambassador.
And Bruno had already
and-
run off.
And there's
Yeah.
also, the him trying to run away from the fact that he might also his actual original self might be in said castle.
Yeah, because he's a copy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
don't
we
forget
found that
Jane's
out, too.
doppelganger.
I mean, we already talked about that.
So we have two
Did we bring
different
up the
allies
doppelganger?
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
Okay.
that we are strong allied with, who are not their original selves.
yep.
I
Well,
love
no,
that for us.
no.
You.
Well, technically, Jane is
Jane
her original
is
self.
her original self. She's just not who she looks like.
Yeah, she's taken on the life of a different person.
She's her original self and a few other personalities. She's just not the personality we were initially introduced to.
So I think that about covers everything.
I think so.
Oh, and Akrua can't keep a secret. We found that out pretty quick.
No,
Wait, what?
no.
Akrua has a very big blabbermouth on him.
Oh!
Because he let
Yeah.
slip about the necromancer.
Oh, the Mechamancer
That wasn't
upstairs?
me.
Yes, it was.
Is
No,
that
it
what?
wasn't.
Akrua have just no lids on your mouth.
No,
You
I didn't
talk
mention
over
the
it.
necromancer at all.
It was not a Krua.
Was it Echo?
It was not me.
Nope.
I think it was Bellfire.
It was Bellfire.
Oh, okay.
I was like, hold up, no.
Since when is the
Oh.
rogue the one that's not tight-lipped?
He just didn't think about it. He's like, yeah. Wait.
Oh wait, he's
Fire-
already
To be fair,
drinking. He was already
Corjan's the
pretty
one
drunk.
who let go of Jane's secret.
Yeah, he was already drunk.
Everybody
wasn't he?
ignored Echo's
drunk.
comment about it.
So I think we've got everything covered. So where are we starting off on?
You guys are
Everyone also went to bed.
basically all in bed.
Eventually.
Except
Except
for technically Echo, Peter, and Jane.
What time of night is it?
I have no idea.
Call it 10.
Is it night? Is it morning? Is
It's
it
nighttime.
okay?
I'd say call it like 10 o'clock at night.
Uh-huh. Sorry, I'm doing like 8 things really quick. There we go. Okay, I've caught everyone up. Yay. Okay. Sorry. So, as we open up, you guys are in this... No. Stop it. You guys are in this bedroom. Echo, Jane leads you through the door and then just half pauses trying to figure out how to usher in Peter. Ultimately just waves him through, shuts the door behind her, and you see her depress a couple of bricks.
Why does she have 2 doors?
Why does she have 2 doors?
Alex doesn't have a door.
Alex doesn't have a door.
Alex! Why is your door over here? We'll just assume
Serious.
Alex did something dumb. Or I accidentally moved the door when I was moving somebody else.
Yeah,
That's
what
probably what happened.
usually
That's
happens.
probably what happened because its box is over here.
Watch, we mentioned it in the early episode. We'll come back to that later. Be confused. It's fine. We do that a lot.
Yeah. So
I mean, last time we were in Alex's room, I already did that session. I didn't
that was
notice
like
it.
8 years ago. You see her depress a couple of bricks and a very slight shimmer appear over the door.
I should take notes.
Yeah.
And she just kind of then leans up against the wall. Okay. I don't know you.
And
Oh, really?
Fair enough.
do I know you?
Mostly. She just kind of tilts her head a little. I do not know where to start.
The beginning.
Can we preface this by saying Jax is playing both Peter and Echo?
Yes. She is.
Anyways,
so
continue.
Sadly, it's
Forgot to
really.
finish Peter.
What did we not finish?
Feats, magical items.
He has magic item.
Okay.
I keep that in. As far as feats go, we'll just pick them as they become important, probably. Knowing us.
His Peter isn't a big character.
Nah.
He is. He's just there. all the time.
As stated, we'll just do it that way.
He's a courier.
He's a. He is a player done NPC that does things.
Exactly.
Sounds like a
Honestly, it's not the worst. So, she just kind of leans up against the wall. Well, which beginning would you prefer? When you were born, when I had to leave you at the circus for safekeeping?
What
When
should
I
make
called
everything
for
less
you-
confusing?
When I called for
Confusing.
you and Trenton?
Which one will be less confusing to start from?
I mean, probably when I called you for you and Trenton.
So you're not gonna give me all the reasons why you abandoned me at a circus when I was 2?
You actually see Peter step very slightly over. He's more like in this spot now.
Okay.
I'll just put him there, though. We can start there then. Yes. So, simply put, as I said before, it was a very, very large group of cultists. I believe you've met a few of them now.
Are they the ones we killed?
That's at least some of their outriders. Not the best of them, but definitely one of their more dangerous pairs. I believe you said it was twins? No?
Pika, were they twins?
Not that we were told.
Not that we would know of.
I thought I told you that.
If so, I haven't
could not
gone
see their
to the
faces.
session.
I don't think you could actually see one of their faces all that well, so that's probably why. She just kind of shrugs off. They weren't around at the time. The main issue was they were also contracted out to a very, very old assassins league guild. I don't know what they are exactly. But unfortunately, they had 3 or 4 of them after both myself and your father. So we decided to put you with some old friends because, well, there's not much that can actually attack the Feywild.
Leave me with a senile old man. Nice.
He wasn't senile at the time.
Nathan regularly just puts out his water.
Your slump a little. It was fine. I mean, I guess he was a little touched from that time. That time a giant hit him in the head with a boulder. Nah. He came up with some great inventions after that, though.
Nathan's losing it.
Nathan's
losing it.
That was the plan. So, besides, that wasn't actually the friend we were technically leaving you with. It was the circus master.
Oh, they just stopped me with Trenton.
Yeah, because he is your godfather, so he was there to help out. But they were supposed to teach you some bits and whatnot, make sure you were nicely educated, able to fight if you needed to, on the off chance someone did be incredibly silly and attack the...
Himiko.
Yes.
No.
Toga! Is she eating plastic again? I'll take that as a yes.
Anyways.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Sorry.
But yes, it was the two of us decided it was much safer to leave you there, where you could be easily kept safe and track of, than trying to set you in anywhere else, or just pull one of us off. And on the bright side, it worked. Everyone's still alive. I'm pretty sure.
But both of my siblings are still alive, and you didn't abandon them.
They weren't so young. You were still just about 1. They were,
I was 2.
Well, yes.
I thought you were 3.
I was 2 or 3.
It was like 2.5. You were still very young.
In session 3.5, it said Echo was 3.
Did it?
I can go back and check my notes if you guys
It
want.
might have been a thing we ended up changing at some point, or oopsied and got messed up on. It's fine.
2, 3. That's still taller,
75.
taller to
3.
age. It's
Oh, okay.
3.
You were very young. They were capable of holding their own, at least for a time. And, well, we don't talk about your brother that much, do we? And she just kind of gets a slight wry grin on her face. Do you remember your brother?
No, I just know I had 2 siblings.
Yes, keep in mind, they're both in their 20s.
And I'm 18.
I know. Your brother at the time was in training with his order, so he was as safe as we could make him while still teaching him what he wanted.
He's a paladin?
Yes.
Oh.
And I speak for myself when I say I truly don't know too many who would attack an entire group of them. Short of overwhelming force, which, well, it's hard to get older than them. I suppose the ancient paladins that exist here and there might be more numerous. And she just kind of shrugs it off. Not important. The long story is, it was simpler to keep you there, and we kept tabs on you. Trenton was still there. It seemed fine. And besides, did it not work?
I'm alive, I guess.
Exactly. And that was the first goal. And she just kind of glances at Peter, and you clearly seem not alone.
Okay.
So, is there anything else you would like to know?
So why did you call for me specifically?
Because
Your goal was keep me out of danger.
just kind of shuffles. Well, we dealt with the assassins. That was a few months ago. But we weren't positive we had actually got the ones that were after us and made them back off, so we waited. Your sister decided to go check out some mutterings of this. I think she said it was some kind of reptilian thing they were worshipping. We couldn't quite tell what they were, so she went to go check that out. And we were originally going to wait for her to get back and your brother before we all just went there to go in person, but well, then this happened. And the easiest means of stopping it, according to Bruno, was to get X number of animals brought in from the carnival, and our path became somewhat more clear.
But Alex said we didn't need them anymore when we got them back.
Yes, because we figured out it was not what we thought it was. But amusingly enough, just because Bruno said we needed animals from the circus does not mean we actually needed the animals from the circus. Divination magic is a little bit imprecise, shall we say? So it was more correctly probably that we needed yourself or Trenton, I would assume. Which I suppose we didn't actually get the story of what happened down there yet?
Down where?
In that little time bubble. I saw you had the bell with you.
Yeah. We split up.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Alex went towards the bell. Korjin and Akura was standing at the gate in case the armor broke in.
Mm-hmm.
The Zeps was on a point where he could hit duel, either go after the two people that was causing the bell not to ring, or help the other two.
Yeah, help with the army.
Okay.
Bellfire did something. Lost view of him. He went into a whale.
Just kind of tilt her head a little. I think I heard that briefly.
One of the attackers was sitting on the bell tower.
Mm-hmm.
I tried banishing. It failed. Barely failed.
Uh-huh.
Alex froze. I had to tell him I made a promise to you that he wouldn't die, and he snapped out of it.
Froze?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what went on.
But which of the twins was up there?
I would go explain that one.
It was the guy.
It was the male one who was the fighter.
Okay.
Or at least we think fighter.
He's
I don't know if we were ever told.
And then Alex snapped out of it, and you did green flame stuff, and yeeted him off the bell tower, and
he does.
and
love
then I
that
rang,
one.
and then I
Oh,
rang the
and then you rang
bell.
the bell. Okay.
No, I rang the bell, and then Alex did that.
It was basically simultaneous,
Yeah.
honestly. I see. And she just kind of leans a little bit back. You can hear her back creaking slightly as she tries to pop it a little. Well. And do you know what Trenton was doing?
I think he was up with Akira, and no, was he on the detail?
You did hear a shot go off. But just as
Okay. This is also me trying to remember.
He was on anti-duo duo.
Oh, yeah, he was on the
I
anti-duo squad.
I was floating around on sniper duty.
And he did fire a shot, which you clearly heard.
Okay.
I see. So, it seems Bruno was not entirely wrong. Just wrong on what we needed.
I mean, it would have failed if I didn't write up my mount. I know I named him in this session. I just haven't gone back and look.
Alright. That's very, very interesting. Well, that would explain a bit there. And then the other reason I asked for you in particular was I wanted to see you. And she just kind of looks really, really small right then. It's been years. And I had to do something incredibly silly to keep you safe. And I wasn't even sure if it would work. She just kind of looked at the bottle of alcohol she's been holding and just tosses it over towards the nightstand. And I can't even actually get drunk.
Is that because you're a paladin right now, or?
No! No, I'm immune to poison. She just kind of chuckles. The one perk of being what I am. So, other than that, I stated, your brother's a paladin. I can't... His orders, well, they're a mess, but they exist. Would you believe that crazy one is trying to follow a god of justice?
I don't remember him, mother.
Well, you'll meet him soon. He should be coming. I think. Last I knew, he was going to be here in about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
How long ago was that?
She just kind of reaches in her pocket, pulls out a piece of paper that looks like it's been folded many times. 3 days ago.
Okay. Shouldn't you
And
send
she
him
actually just
after
hands-
our sister that's disappeared? And
Oh, your father's going for her.
how long ago did he leave?
Right before you showed up. But
Okay.
it's pretty far away. And as she tells you, it is in a kingdom very far north of you. I believe it's called Sidge. There's a mountain there that apparently they've dug into. Which would suggest dragons. She thinks about it. But other than that red one and the one y'all released, I don't actually remember seeing too many dragons for the long time, actually. For a while, we thought they were gone. Apparently not. Oh well. Can always hope for next time. Other than that... Why did my desk just vibrate? Other than that, that's all I really have. And Peter
Oh.
just been standing there unless
Also,
he wanted otherwise.
something happened with Akira when we were gone.
What?
Something went haywire, and I don't know how to exactly explain this, but it's like a curse, but I can't dispel it. Me and Alex tried.
You and Alex could not get rid of it.
Yes.
Oh dear. Oh
So
dear.
do we need to go grab Akira? Because that happened when she was sleeping. He was sleeping.
He-
I know, I fixed myself. I fixed it!
And she just kind of taps a little. Well, has he seemed himself the past few days?
He seemed a little bit off, but I think it's just the shock for what happened. But it'd probably be better coming from him. I think he would be okay to tell you.
I will go check on him tonight and make sure he's alright. If he seems to be sleeping fitfully, I will... Yes.
I can go knock on the door. He might be calmer if he sees us together.
Oh, right. We could just do that. I was gonna sneak in. She just kind of slumps a little bit.
Akira is attack first, ask questions later. You've seen this.
Yes. How good is his hearing?
He's a tabaxi!
She thinks about it a minute. Do they have cat-like hearing? I thought they were more smell.
Okay. We can go grab Akira now.
Alright. And she just kind of shudges and heads off in that general direction, assuming you two are following. Curiosity, is Peter following?
Yeah, Peter's just gonna follow Echo. That's what he does.
His box continues to do its little spider walk behind him, just following along.
Knock, knock. It's Echo!
Want me to roll perception?
I mean, this hasn't been but maybe 15 minutes.
Okay, so probably not asleep yet.
How was nobody in the bed?
No. So yeah, so
I'll be right
So-
back while you two are doing this.
okay, so yeah, Crow's gonna open the door. Actually, wait, don't we need Jane for this?
Yeah. Yeah.
So should we wait? Probably.
Yeah, he don't think that through.
Yeah, I was like, answer, then wait a minute. We need Jane.
He's just gonna go get more water. I hear the sink.
That's fair. I'm ready for this absolute shit show.
Also, I don't remember all exactly what's went on that, so just grab Akira, bring someone else in, it's fine.
I got you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Because if anything, Akira just goes into his rant like he did with Alex, like... Slightly disappointed that Akira was already asleep, but... That's things you guys don't need to worry.
He's heading back to his room now.
I'm vibing to this music.
Yep.
Alright. We need Jade.
Jane is here.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're like, you two do this, and I'm like, we need Jane, we can't do it.
I'm so sorry. I had to get some more water. I'm thirsty.
Yeah,
So.
no. Anyways, so Akira goes up and answers the door. Oh, hello, friends.
I told Jane.
About?
Who just kind of
Green.
leans around the doorway slightly.
About what?
The dream thing, because we need higher power help.
You told... Akira tilts his head. Mind you, Akira didn't know. Because Alex sent the message to Echo saying, go get Jane. Akira had no idea.
Oh, was that what happened?
Yep.
Oh, Alex told
Tika
me we
knew.
needed you.
The Akura did not.
Alex said we needed our help.
Apparently, you have
Did-
something going on.
Friends, come inside. Akrua's gonna
Alright.
step inside.
Does that include Peter?
No.
Okay.
Akrua don't trust Peter enough right now.
Peter gets a door slammed in his face.
he just
Go
tilts-
play with Snuts.
He just kind of shrugs his head and like waves his hand at the box with the dog writing on it. Now, I guess we're going to go find a
been a
room to
dick.
sit in.
You've been a dick. You get a wait.
What? Oh, the cat. Fuzzy.
So, how much does friend know? Asking Jane.
Well, I was told you had some kind of voice. No. What was I told again?
I don't think Echo told you shit.
No,
Other
not
than
really.
something's going on with Akrua.
And that she couldn't dispel it. Neither could
Oh
Alex.
yes, I was
Yeah, it
told
was a
you some
curse thing
kind
that
of-
she couldn't dispel.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Alex, even with Alex's
I
help.
was told you
Necklace
picked up
thing. And
a
I pointed
curse?
at Akrua's neck.
That pendant.
You see her eye twitch. Oh. Oh.
Dressed in pepperonis, Sakura.
What's
She just
wrong?
kind of shuffles a little. Yeah, that's a really well done amulet.
Does friend know what it is?
Well,
Insight. That seems like an insight roll.
and she just kind of reaches forwards to look at it a little closer. If you don't mind.
Akrua's backing up.
And she just kind of lowers her hand. All right.
What friend doing?
I would like to check the back of it.
Okay, so now he's gonna step forward more. And remember, Akrua don't like being touched.
She just slightly pulls it off of you, like the pendant itself, just to turn it around and see the back of it. Let's see, there's a date on. Well, why is there a date on the front highlighted?
Alex said something about meeting.
Meet. Did anyone
Tell
else say
about
anything?
dream.
Oh, friend doesn't know about Dream?
And she
No.
just kind of.
I couldn't remember exactly all went on.
She keeps looking at the backside for a second. You see her run her finger across it slightly and then tap it a couple times before she lets go. Interesting. Now, what
So-
about this dream?
So, Akrua had 2 dreams, but one more than the other. I told friend, pointing at Echo, second dream, so Akrua assumes it's that dream.
All right.
So, that dream, no, I gotta pull up my notes.
Victory is mine! I mean, a lot of things did happen in those, so.
Especially the second one.
Especially the second one. The first one would have been, but.
Have Peter go harass Trenton.
Alright. So, second part of dream, Akrua wakes up in a room really similar to one we're in now. Akrua can open the door, so Akrua used this big sword that goes buzz and cuts open the door. And then Akrua got out, and then there was a bunch of things that were off about this dream. It was different from the first dream, but it was in same location, question mark. Like, he literally, like, it's like, same location. There was a bunch of other stuff. There was noises happening. Akrua didn't like it. There was a hallway with a lot of blood in it. Akrua didn't go down. Akrua left. And then Akrua goes to cafeteria. There's a lot of things bad about cafeteria, but the thing that happened after cafeteria, there's a big sword.
I see Jane hold up a hand. This door and hallway?
No, different location.
Alright.
So, room Akrua starts in similar to this.
Trenton, roll
If not
perception. Okay.
Room exception.
This room was the same room, but everything else was different. Okay.
Akura just nods.
My passive perception, I think, might apply because my roll's not going to help. It's not
Actually,
gonna
this would be your passive.
passive.
This would actually be your passive. Now I think about it.
And I'm trying to make sure I have my passive set up correctly. What's the normal passive? It's your proficiency bonus plus
It's
your
10 plus your proficiency plus your. Well, your proficiency. Sorry, it's 10 plus any modifiers to perception you have, other than
Yes.
feat. If there's a feat that also adds specifically to it.
Okay. So
Yeah,
okay.
Not your
so
proficiency.
so it is 21.
Okay.
Did you roll to overhear this?
No.
No, he told me to roll. My roll was not above 21.
Well, and
Oh.
let's see, it would have been passive anyway because he's asleep. So I asked for the wrong thing. It's fine.
Okay.
So anyway, Jax, I sent you a message in the chat. I need you to read it, please.
Oh,
So
God.
did I hear whatever
No,
I'm supposed to be
no,
hearing?
no. This is for something else. I need something from Jax. So anyway, okay. So this room was the exception.
Yes, Akurogo's cafeteria, there was Kurua literally just freezes at this point. Like he doesn't want to talk about it.
Okay, you
And
said
then he skips forward. Anyways, after cafeteria, Akura see this like shadowy figure in the hallway. This figure had Akura lead him to this other room. There was a bunch of devices in there with almost looks like mirrors, but like not. Akura literally tilts his head at this. Akura doesn't know what they were. All of them broken though. All of them smashed up except one. Then there was a flashing what looked like a button. So Akura poke it, and then there was another Akura in front of Akura.
Oh,
And then there was a bunch of messages and stuff, and then the shadow figure gave Akura the coin, which is now on the pendant, and then the big thing with the sword chased after Akura, then Akura jumped through a doorway, and then Akura is back at the bed at the time bubble, and everything's just going down, and Akura doesn't know what happened. Akura can't take this off.
you see, Jane
literally-
just hold up a hand, clearly in a calming gesture. It's all right. It's all right.
Akura doesn't know what this is. Akura.
You said you had 2 dreams, yes?
Okay, you want to talk about first dream? First dream was a lot better.
Yes.
Echo sits
yes.
on the floor to the right of the
I-
door.
Love to hear about the first dream. More specifically, when did you have it?
When did Akura have the first dream?
That's a great question that I don't know the answer
Session
to.
11?
Where were you?
Here at the keep.
Oh, okay. So it would. Okay.
Session 12.
Gotcha. So you
I'm
give it
pretty certain.
a rough night for it.
Session 12, right before we headed into the keep. Into time bubble.
I see. All right. So what happened in this first dream? Was it the same kind of thing?
Same location as second dream. But everything seemed normal. The place Akura woke up in, it was all clean and lit up. It wasn't in the second one. There was scrape marks everywhere and lights were off in the second one.
Mm-hmm.
First one, all the lights were on. Akura found a glowy object in that one, which disappeared in the second one. Akura went to check on it and it was gone. Akura doesn't know what glowy object was, but it was glowy and definitely had magic.
All right.
Um,
And you said it was the same place as the other, so still this room, but a different one outside?
yes.
Interesting.
So then Akroa goes to the cafeteria, and in the cafeteria Akroa meets this figure. Akroa never sees his face. All Akroa remembers is that he had really blue arms. It was strange.
Blue.
But this figure tells Akroa to sit down and uses a lot of magic, then gives Akroa this bowl of soup. And then the figure just wanted to like sit and talk with Akroa. But then Akroa started waking up. But then the soup was next to Akroa. When Akroa woke up.
The soup was...
On the nightstand, he points to the nightstand.
There's a nightstand here, you just can't see it.
Yeah, he points to essentially behind him to the nightstand.
And then we found Akura walking around eating that soup.
Alright, so
It was
the
good soup.
soup...
Good soup.
Allow me to make sure... Let me clarify a few things, if you don't mind. So...
Okay.
You said there were doors in the second one. Were they in the first
Yes.
as well?
Akroa can open the door in the first one. The second one, Akroa can open the door.
What kind of doors were they?
Metal.
Hmm.
It took Akroa a very long time to break through.
If Echo, who's sitting right here listening, would like to roll insight on anything,
What about 4?
you know nothing. Okay, you don't catch a thing. That's fine. You're just like, yep. I'm seeing
I'm here for more
words.
sports.
I'm seeing words. I can taste color. You got into Bruno's secret stash, didn't you? Anyway. Probably more Henry's secret stash, actually. Not
Henry's not in
important.
this campaign.
Right.
Or is he?
Not that you know of.
Slowly pulling up my notes.
I'm joking.
Bro.
Henry has not been identified into this campaign.
He could
Oh,
be.
Henry's the
his
stoner from our
stats-
Starfinder campaign.
He's only like 30
But
years
his
old,
staff
so-
somehow got into this campaign.
He's only what, like 1,000 years?
No, he's only like 30.
No, I mean into the future.
Yeah, something like that.
You wouldn't even be born yet.
Exactly.
Okay, so the people who taught him how to make his stash
See?
Have-
technically his
have
stash.
connection in this. This is his stash's creators' ancestors'
I want you to
stash.
know who Henry is.
So anyway, well, you'll meet him, don't worry. Well, actually, Akura probably won't meet him unless Akura somehow lives for like 1,000-something years. But that's not important.
That totally.
I mean, it
won't
wouldn't be the
happen.
first time a character in this campaign lives over 1,000 years.
That's true. Looking at you,
It
Alex.
wouldn't be the second time either.
Jane.
Shh.
Trenton.
It may or may not be
probably.
the third time.
I am sure I'm not 1,000.
He hopes.
I am not.
I may be 500. I don't think I'm 1,000.
You know you're
I'm
200.
not sure about that. But anyways, let's continue.
Anyway, she just tilts her head. Okay, so the doors were made of metal, and there was.
Doors
you
made
said
of metal.
the person was blue. Was it just his arms or all of him?
Akroa can only see arms, so Akroa don't know.
Why could you only see his arms?
That's all you gave me.
The rest was in a suit.
Okay.
It was
That's like
essentially-
that's all you
it was
said about his
essentially- He
appearance.
had like a mask and everything on, but he
That's
had like
what I
no
assumed, but like
arms. Yeah.
that's what you that's what I assumed, but yeah, no, the only thing you said about appearance was blue arms.
I'm bad at descriptions. Hush.
I was like, because that's all the DM gave me. So yeah, I will relay that information, but as Akroa.
I see. And he made you soup, but you still had the soup. What were you talking
Yes.
about?
Akroa doesn't quite remember, because Akroa started waking up. But
Oh.
figure seemed to... Did the figure ever call Akroa by name? I don't remember this.
I don't either. I was like, what, 3 months ago?
It was a hot minute ago, yeah.
yeah. We'll check that later. It's not important, I'm sure. Probably is actually, but it's fine. It's fine. We can check it later.
That's a life story. Anyway. I told you I'm rolling shit tonight. Anyway.
I forgot, so clearly it's not that important.
Anyway.
Alright, so, and then you woke up here.
Akrulla woke up back in this room. Here.
And then the second time,
Akrulla in time bubble.
you still dreamed that you started in this room.
Yes.
Okay. And she just kind of stops a second. And you said you met a shadowy figure?
Shadow figure. And
What-
big figure with sword.
What did it look like, the shadow one?
I don't think you told me.
Just literally just a shadow.
Yeah, it was literally just a shadow. Yeah.
Nice. You couldn't make anything out?
No.
No. And then you said something looked like you?
Yeah.
What?
Me. Akrulla.
No. What looked like you?
Akrulla.
You looked like you?
Akrulla. But other Akrulla.
You've officially confused her.
There was a second copy of her.
Well, there was something like mirror. But it wasn't mirror.
And
when
Did you
Akrulla
dark
puts
link
up-
Akura?
I did no such thing. That would be too much copying for me.
Akrulla pushed button. It then mirror
Jane-
thing showed other
Jane-
Akrulla.
Why can't you be better at Arcana? I see.
You want me to roll insight again?
If you want to roll Arcana,
I got a 14 that time.
on Arcana or Insight?
Whatever you want the 14 to be.
Oh, is it the same thing either way?
Insights 2. Arcana's 0.
Oh.
No, it's a +1 to everything, remember, Jax? Bard, you
You
get
are-
a +1 to everything.
50.
You are a bard.
Or 3.
Actually, what's your proficiency modifier?
My
It would
sheet
be a
says
plus
3.
2.
It's 3 right now. It's not 4.
Yeah, no, because it goes up at level 9. We're all level 8.
Oh, okay. I knew it should be level 4 soon. So next level you get a +2.
Unless
Okay.
you want to
Thank
level
you.
us
Yes.
up again.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Because
do.
we got emotional
Yes, you do.
damage.
If
We've
you
got
guys had
lots, we've had
fought,
lots of stuff happen.
if you guys had fought and taken one down or
What about the
captured it,
emotional damage?
what
Huh?
emotional
Yeah.
damage?
Not to mention all of the XP from negotiating our way out of the situation.
You got fooled out of the situation.
Hey, I got us all out alive. That's all that matters.
That's
Yeah,
true. That's true.
Well, mostly
Damn
not
shame
Trenton
I'm
because
not
he wasn't
using XP.
there for some reason. But we as a party talked our way in long enough to get Trent. So therefore, we did talk ourselves out of it.
I mean, they actually weren't wanting to fight anyway. They just woke up. Do you want to fight when you get out of bed? Not you, Jax. We know that answer.
What?
I said, do you want to fight when you get out of bed? No, not you.
Before or after I have coffee?
Probably before. Right when you get out of
Yes.
bed. Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's fair. Anyway,
You get between me and caffeine, you might have a
Anyway.
bear on your hand.
so she just kind of tilts her head, and then you said there was a big figure that chased you through a window?
Doorway, but it was window, yeah.
The window was a door? Or the door was a window?
No, both.
I see. And she just kind of leans more solidly against the wall, glances at the little pendant on your neck. And when did you get that?
Second tree. It was around Akrua's neck when Akrua woke up from second tree. And Akrua doesn't know what to do about it.
Did anything else happen? Anyone talk to you oddly? Other than yourself, perhaps? At which point, if Akrua or Pico happens to remember...
Do I remember?
Well...
Do you want me to roll intelligence for it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll for it.
Okay, that's an 18.
Hey, that's actually pretty good.
That worked out.
You do actually remember before you met the other version of you, there was something talking to you.
I don't remember this.
You do not remember that. Oh dear. I don't know why you didn't put your notes.
Do I have it in my notes? I'm currently not on my notes.
You should have had that in your notes.
Yeah, no.
Okay. You might want to go. I need to post those somewhere so you can rewatch them. I'll toss them on probably my YouTube and send you the link.
Because yeah, especially when I'm role playing heavily, I don't keep notes well.
That's fair. So yeah, I'll just post them onto my YouTube and send you the private link for them. It's fine. No worries. And she just kind of tilts her head. Well,
I rolled the 18 for Akrua, so like.
But the problem is I don't remember exactly what was said either, and I'm not going to look at the video right now.
But so the answer.
It was important, but I said it. Therefore
Yes.
It's not here anymore. it was.
The answer
here.
is yes. There was something else.
It was here, and now it's out there somewhere. The train has left the station. I don't know where it is. All right.
No, I don't remember anything speaking to me. You said before I met the shadow figure?
No, after. It would have definitely been after.
No, this is player to DM. You said it was. So it was after I met the shadow figure before I met my other self.
It was when you were in your technical third room for that particular set. Yes.
Where
Not counting
was the third? Third room's cafeteria, wasn't it?
Nope. It's cafeteria. Then
No,
it was...
that wasn't the first
No,
room.
it was the other room, then the cafeteria, and then the third room. Cafeteria was number 2. You do not
I mean, if
remember...
you wanted to be technical, the starting room was the first room.
Okay, yes, but that's 0.
Okay.
And that's fine. It just kind of shows it up. Well, have you felt yourself lately?
Akrua thinks so.
No random voices in your head telling you to eat your friends or anything? And you see a slight grin on her face.
No.
Oh, good. That's definitely what we don't want to happen. And she just kind of shifts around a little bit. No random tentacle arms or anything.
Confused?
Good. Excellent. You don't have that either. Oh, that's a great roll.
Oh
I
god.
could just start giving all my NPCs lucky, don't I? Alright.
Check our text real quick, Michael.
Well, the good news is...
Okay.
There you go.
So, I've been giving correct answers.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Trust me, I'd have told you in particular.
I mean, you kind of worked in your Persona 7. Thanks, Hayes.
Well, if something clearly wants you to have a meeting, do you know where it is?
No. Akura have no idea. Akura assumes maybe this. There's the keep on the one side of the pendant.
And she just kind of looks at it. Yes. Wait. I've been there. And you just see all expressions drop from her face entirely.
God.
She just stares at it.
Oh, God.
Well, I'll tell you what. How about we go on a nice little trip? It'll be about a week journey. We'll take that in a little bit. And we'll just go talk to whoever it is that wants to talk to you. Obviously, if they want to talk, that's all they want, yes?
Well, yeah, that's a 5 on insight.
Well, that was not a deception roll.
Oh.
That was a 19 persuasion roll.
Oh. That's still a 5 on insight, because I think insight,
I'm not sure,
challenges
honestly.
perception.
I think so.
Or persuasion.
I
That's still
don't
a 5.
know, honestly. So how about that?
Will Akua be away from friends?
No. We'll all go.
Okay.
I'll go with
He
you.
looks at Echo.
As Alex is more than capable of watching this place while I'm gone, she just gets a slight.
Totally capable.
And besides,
But yeah,
he has Bruno.
Akua is looking over at Echo. I don't know how much you've been paying attention, but Akua is going to ask.
Hey Trenton.
Friend going with?
Sure.
You hear a slight rustling sound in your room because you're not quite asleep, but you can't tell what it is.
Akua is looking around for the.
No, not you. That was for Trenton.
That's for Trent. Okay.
Look where Peter is right now.
Oh, Peter. Yeah. But you didn't say Trent, so I was like, wait, what?
I swear I did.
No, you
He
said
it-
that was
he
Trent
said it-
after the wrestling.
No, he said quietly, "Hey Trenton,
Oh yeah, I didn't hear that then.
Yeah, I was trying to not talk over you two.
you know that I sleep with my guns on me, and I have my lightning built into my armor, right?"
Yep.
But does Peter know this?
But does Peter know this?
Question:
Yeah.
when I hear this, am I able to hear it well enough to pinpoint the location?
Not really. Could have been a mouse, honestly.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know the difference between a mouse and something in my room.
I mean,
Well, what if the mouse
No.
is in your room?
I mean, Sweat's in Peter's class.
So, on the other two, really quick, while he's
So-
making a roll.
so, you're gonna hear me say quite loudly, if you're not a creature in this room, reveal yourself, or you will feel the lightning.
You hear a little of what sounds like itty bitty claws scratching across your floor.
Reveal yourself, or you will be shot. And my arm is tracking the sound.
It's now underneath your bed somewhere.
My hand is pointing. If it goes under my bed, you know I'm gonna lean over and point my hand under the bed, right?
Yeah.
3.
Did you wild shape Peter?
And you see a little white mouse go sprinting out from under your bed straight across under your closet.
Come out and reveal yourself in your regular form. Now. I
would know
won't
Peter,
hesitate
right?
to blow this
You know
room
Peter's a
apart.
druid, right?
He knows Peter.
It doesn't mean anything to Trenton when he's woken up in the middle of the night. And Peter would know this.
How's that perception roll now? Not your passive this time.
Nat 20?
Really? All right.
He would
Jax,
probably recognize it's Peter's wild shape.
I mean, probably.
But it's Trenton.
And he
Oh.
doesn't tolerate
Hey,
shit.
I actually need this now. Jax, what is Peter's stealth bonus?
It has a +2.
You
written
sure
on
it's
it.
+2?
It says +2. I don't
Okay,
know
he actually
if it's
managed
right
to.
or not.
Well, what's his dex? And is he proficient?
He's not proficient, and it's 2.
Okay, then it's 2.
Okay.
So that's
I think yours is a 28.
Yeah, that's a 26.
Oh, it's 26? Eh, it's okay. He's still-
Because perception's off wisdom.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that. You just see the mouse go scurrying towards your door. Thuds into it once, trying to find the hole, and just kind of like squiggles through.
Whose room is that?
Someone is going to be having a talking to in the morning.
It's gorgeous.
Echo, how well are you paying attention right now?
I'm in the room
Considering
with Jane and
She's in a completely different room.
I was like,
God, you're on the,
I was like,
you're on the
considering
other
he's in this
side of the
conversation.
building.
No, just two doors.
You're in a crew's room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you two want to roll perception to see if you heard me? I wasn't quiet I was probably not quiet at least the last two statements.
I
I
rolled
mean,
a 2.
coercion might want
I've been
to as
rolling
well.
shit tonight. That's
I rolled a 2.
not-
Hey, Revan,
that's
can
a
I have
9.
advantage since chefs keep eyes out for vermin of any kind?
Yes.
I got, you said for perception?
But you said eyes. Technically, these are. Oh wait, he's in your room.
Oh, let's see. He's in the room, so
But I'm saying
that'll be
he might.
21.
21. Okay.
21.
The question is,
21.
did he get woken up by my shouting?
That was actually for the shouting, and the squeakers going in there.
Because I made multiple loud statements threatening to shoot shit.
So you hear Trenton saying something about shooting people.
Come out, or I will hit you with lightning.
But then I hear scampering.
And then you hear a little goes around your door area.
There's just a greatsword planted right in front of the critter with that red eyes glowing. Cooks don't tolerate vermin.
You just see it look around your sword dead at you, and then just kind of, and then just like waves a hand.
A paw.
I just flip
Well,
it over
yeah.
so it's flat like an iron.
Make
So
a,
are you smacking at Peter?
No, I'm not smacking. I'm flipping it over the sword over so like it's flat to the floor, so it's like a platform now. Because it's a great sword.
He literally just walks up on it and scribbles around looking at the sword.
I'm just hold it up to me like, why are you doing what you're doing? We're trying to sleep here.
It just like nods its head.
Don't make me throw you out the window.
You're in a windowless room.
I will make a window.
He just like moves his hand over towards your little closet area and just gestures at it.
Why do you want to be in the closet?
He wants to be in the closet.
No, he wants to be
Let
under
him
the
be in the
closet.
closet.
You think?
Look, if I make you like hot chocolate or something, will you leave people alone?
Just tilts his head.
Has
Good
this
question.
child never had
Ja-
hot chocolate?
Jax, does Peter like hot chocolate?
I would assume so.
Does Peter know what hot chocolate is?
We'll say yes. And you see it kind of shift off your sword into Peter. I was just trying to find a place to sleep. I couldn't find any open bedrooms.
Here, I can show you where to find one. I'll get your
The
hot
one
chocolate
with
for you.
Echo.
Trenton's cranky.
Trenton does
There's
not
the
like
one
to be
with Echo
woken
that
up.
he was in earlier.
He
He doesn't
wasn't.
know that's his room.
That was Jane's room.
No, he was with Echo in a room
The cafeteria.
last session.
That was the cafeteria.
He never got told
No.
what his assigned room was. Like, we, the players, know.
We were
Oh,
in Jane's
did
room.
they go directly from the cafeteria to Jane's room?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was just trying to find a place to hide and go to sleep.
So, Gorshin puts the sword away, and he's just like, alright, follow me. And I'll show him to his room and bring him some hot chocolate.
Oh, nobody told me.
Yeah,
The staff here are really odd. Did you meet that Bruno character?
well, Bruno's Bruno. He's a wizard. They kind of have all their quirks and everything.
Like taking bites out of potatoes.
And at this point, you see a really big box with like spider legs walking around. Ignore that.
Just keep it out of my kitchen.
He just
And we're good.
he just taps his leg twice and points at the door you just showed him. And you see it moving off that way.
Thanks. Alright. So, yeah.
You didn't do the
I'll
accent.
do that and take care of Peter.
Accent? Damn it. Forgot. You can do it next time. Haha. It's harder for me to drop mine, you know this. Okay, so you two go off that general direction.
Yep.
Yeet. Back to the other group.
Gorshin just acts like a tired dad at this point. All this shit.
Wait, how old's Gorshin?
It's like 23?
He's like 25.
Something like that.
Yeah, he's in like early 20s. He's not old.
He's just already done with it.
Hey, having to take over an entire tavern after watching your parents get reduced to literal dust, it ages you.
Yeah, that's true. Especially that second part.
Also, having to parent Echo constantly.
She's fine. Now she has mom.
Yeah, now Jane can
Oh,
take
now
over and
she
Gorshin
has
can have a break.
Maybe that's why Trent has been having some memory issues recently.
Echo's been aging him.
Has Echo been messing with Trenton for the last 2 decades?
I don't think she has that spell
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah. That doesn't mean she hasn't found non-spell ways to mess with Trenton.
That's true. Anyways, back to the
Causes him
bedroom.
to get sidetracked and lose track of things, thus forgetting key things.
You know, how his age.
Exactly. Because
Toaster says
a year
every time you
feels
parent
like a
Echo, there's a
decade.
chance to take spiritual damage and emotional damage as a meme if it's bad enough.
You know, parenting Echo might age you a decade for every year you're around her sometimes.
Good thing you're Faye, huh?
Right?
Alright, back to the bedroom crew. Let's get them out so you guys can actually have your long rest. You guys hear some weird sounds from out in the hallway at this point in time.
We both rolled shit on our perception.
You heard some weird sounds. You couldn't tell what they were.
Fun.
Jane just kind of looks at the wall. Not important, I'm sure.
So, friend knows where this place is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. As long as that's where you're supposed to have the meeting.
Why was friend here?
I was meeting with people there.
Is it similar meaning to one Akruo might have?
No. Yes? Not really. I don't think so.
Give me a moment. That's a 19 on insight.
She actually does not know. Because you don't even remember if somebody spoke to you or not.
No, I rolled an 18 for intelligence
Somebody
for that.
spoke to you. There was a meeting.
So I remember they spoke to me, and
I
I
just
would
don't remember
remember
the
what they
exact
said.
words. Yeah.
But I rolled 19 for against Jane for insight.
She's not sure. Exactly as she sounded, she's not positive. It could be the same kind of meaning. It might be otherwise.
She,
And you do see her just glare slightly at the pendant.
So then can I ask if friend has seen this symbol before? Flips it around to the skull symbol on the other side.
Yeah, she did. That was what she was looking at.
Oh, that's what
That was
she
the
was looking
side
at.
she was looking at.
Fun.
Yeah, that. I mean, it's possible they're just using that as a way to make sure it stays attached to you for now.
What? Does friend know what it is?
That? Oh, yes. Not
So
surprised.
what?
I'm honestly not surprised neither of you does, though.
What is it?
Well, it's more like it was. It is the symbol of a very, very old god of murder. But he's dead now.
God.
He's been dead for like 200 years or so.
Fun.
So, I'm assuming it's either whoever took over his spot as some kind of god of death. Doesn't have to be murder, of course. Just something of that general type. Or perhaps somebody's just using his sigil because it was very well known as a way to keep cursed objects attached to people. Which I'm told they could not remove it. And she just kind of
Crow can't take this off.
So most likely that's why it's on there, I imagine.
Could it be both?
Conceivably.
God.
No, I can of course attempt to remove it, but I doubt I'd have.
Can
much
you?
more luck. I can definitely try. Try.
Could you?
Yeah. Hold that thought. I'm pretty sure there's a thing for that. I just need to look for it because
It's okay. I'm doing notes right now.
It doesn't seem like it's in 5th edition.
Fun.
God damn it. One of these days, I'm just going to transfer all of the 3rd edition spells that I like so much. Actually, no, I'm not. There's no point in doing it now. She just steps somewhat near you. Echo, maybe you should step very slightly outside.
Why?
Oh, because anything within about 10 feet of me is going to suddenly not work so well.
Okay.
So you can literally step right here. You're safe. And you can, assuming you leave the door open, Akura, you and Echo both can see her casting something. And you see magic. Well, Echo can see the various little twinkles and whatnot, and some of your gear just straight out like lights.
Oh right, I have magical items, don't I?
Yeah. All right. Now all we do is, and she just kind of reaches for the neck piece, lift and you just see a look of irritation cross her face.
God.
Or not. Well, that was worth the shot. And she just kind of sets it back down on your neck. And it's a case of like it's free moving, but the instant you try to take it off, it's just like ha. We could try cutting it.
Friend think that work.
Maybe? And she just kind of reaches towards your little chain sword.
So, because the spell, I assume, cancel out magic and whatnot, would the chainsword work?
She can turn it off, though.
No,
Echo,
but does it turn on?
it would not without magic.
Yeah, as I'll say, it's magical.
So she just picks it up. Let's see, it just can't. And Echo, you see the various twinkles on little bits of gear that, you know, tell you that something's not quite so normal about them.
I love
Reappear.
having all my magical items tampered with. That's just fun.
She didn't hurt a thing. She's like, would you prefer to do it and I hold it, or would you prefer to hold it and I'll chop it? And she's looking at your sword, trying to figure out how to turn it on.
Akrua, don't know if Akrua like this idea no more.
I mean, it's the best one for cutting I can think of.
Maybe smaller blade?
She just kind of slowly puts it back down, pulls out. You see her pull out a couple of like. Actually, you're pretty sure these things could be used for cutting through locks and whatnot. You don't know why she would have them. All right. Let's see.
More things in my notes.
She just kind of starts, and you start hearing the tinkling of metal hitting the floor. Oh. She just
They
kind
were
of
her tools, weren't they?
Yeah, as it like breaks the blade. Oh.
Yeah. Oh god.
I'm gonna say it's probably best to just attend the meeting, and she just sets it back down, pats it slightly.
Krua's tail's kind of flickering now in annoyance.
I'm sorry.
I keep forgetting the crew
No,
has a
friend
tail.
tried.
And she shifts around a little bit. Echo!
What?
I've been bamboozled.
I have heat metal. Do you want to try to heat it up and stretch it off?
On his neck.
Not if we hold it off his neck.
She just holds out the tool.
Then wouldn't that burn hands?
She just holds out the tool that she was using
Well, with
on
gloves.
it. She just holds out the tool she was using on it. Just look at the blade. It's a very obvious lock cutter. Echo, how is your knowledge of metals after working with Trenton for most of your life, or near Trenton?
You. You want me to roll?
Yeah, just
Like history?
It's not a
No.
high DC for you though.
I rolled an 11.
Yeah, that was good enough with your bonus.
Her bonus would be a +0 for intelligence.
I know. Jax, or Echo, more correctly. The blade is made of adamantine.
Actually, full, she'd have a +1 because of jack of all trades.
Ding ding. So, I'm just gonna say no. And she just kind of looks down at the ground where you can see her, she's like trying to scoop the teeth back up. I've got to get Bruno to fix it.
Mint.
Bruno good at fixing things.
Oh, or Echo, yes.
Or Echo.
I
Echo
have a
also
feeling
good at
that
fixing things.
that was said with a silent again.
No, again, this is the first time it's broken.
Uh-huh.
It's an adamantine lock cutter. It's hard to break that shit.
And how many other things has she broken that he's had to fix?
No comment.
That's what I'm getting the
Oh.
again. It's like, I gotta go to Bruno again.
And she just kind of pats you on the shoulder. Akrua, don't worry. Everything will be fine.
Friend sure.
Yes, as stated, I will be going with you for that.
Krua's gonna kind of look at her, make sure she's not lying with a 5 insight check.
Okay.
Again, I've been rolling shit tonight.
She's very confident in herself.
Okay, so when friend's leaving?
Well, let's see. The meeting is in.
It was
Whatever.
2 months from when he got it.
Yeah, and then so it's been a little over a month. It takes about a week.
It has been?
What? No,
It
that's how
has
long.
been?
No. It's only been about a week. It will
Okay.
be in a little over a month.
Okay. I was
So-
like, wait, it has been a month?
No.
Oh, I was
thinks about it.
freaking out.
Echo. It seems we'll be meeting your brother at halfway. We'll leave next week.
Okay.
Make sure Alex has everything settled here. She just kind of looks around. Well, if that's... Did you have anything else?
If friends can't do anything for another week, then friends can't do anything for another week.
Yes. And
So, Akroa, suppose that's it.
is there anything you keep on you? Curiosity, Pika.
Confusion?
Do you keep anything on... Does Akura keep anything when he sleeps? Other than his weapon nearby. Yes.
Physically on him? No, but he's got his blade that always rests up next to his bed, and I assume the sword will be kind of close to, like, right next to it.
Okay.
And then he's got... Then he's got his other two magical weapons.
You see her reach her hand towards your sword's hilt for a second, and just place it on there for a moment or two. But anyway, Akura, you have a good night. Just kind of taps it and shifts her hand. And yell if you need anything. I will be across the hall.
Across hall is kitchen.
The other across the hall. I won't be far.
Okay.
And she starts to leave. Echo, don't stay up too late. Echo,
What?
don't
She's
stay
watching
up too
too.
late as she leaves.
She's being
Okay.
a mom.
You two are in the kitchen. And Echo, are you doing anything else really quick?
No, I'm probably just gonna go back to my room.
Okay, you head that way.
Okay, good night, friend. And Crow calls off. I was like, Crow calls off to you as you just start leaving out of nowhere.
You see Peter's box with Nut curled up on it asleep trying to open the door.
Why is the mystery people still here? Have you just forgot to remove them?
Yes.
Okay.
I love mystery people.
Nobody talks about the mystery people. They are all
Those
busy.
3 NPCs are the ones that annoy me so much right now because we know next to nothing about them.
And you're the one that had the most interaction with them.
And that's the funny part.
I had the most interaction with the 2 mystery ones, and then
Yes.
Echo had the most with the other one.
Yes.
And Corjan.
Hey, Claudia. To those in the kitchen, which is just Corjan and technically Peter. So Echo, you're still in the running for a minute here. I don't have to anymore.
Can I go to the bathroom?
No.
Damn. Yeah, go for it. Are you doing anything in there in particular, Corjan?
I literally just went and made hot chocolate. That's it.
He's just kind of leaned up against the wall, half asleep. Nom. You see Jane walk in. Oh, hello. Corjan, I thought you went to bed.
I did. But I'm awake now.
Fair enough, fair enough. And she just starts walking around, and you see her pulling some stuff out of a cabinet.
What you doing?
Oh, just making some tea.
Oh, I had this hot chocolate with a hint of espresso if you wanted it.
No, just tea.
Okay.
And she just kind of turns back to what she's doing, but she does steal some of the hot water you had.
All right, Peter. Here you go. I'll show you to your room.
Thanks. He says really sleepily. Must because Jax isn't here. Haha. I don't feel like it right now.
And then I show him where he's supposedly sleeping.
You still see the box trying to open the door with Echo just kind of face palming next to it, probably.
Alright, I've done my job. I'm going back to bed. He says he sounds very tired and just...
Alright.
Because Corzon's also the first one to get up before everybody.
Yes. Good news, it's not that late.
Hooray!
Akura, do you go back to bed?
Yeah.
Trenton? You go back to bed as well? Okay, I see the nod.
At least he's gonna try.
We're gonna skip those two. Technically, Zeps is out doing stuff with his minions. So if Zeps would like to make... How do you teach common? We're gonna go with intelligent rolls? Let's go 3 of them.
How good of a
3
teacher is
intelligence
Zeps?
rolls for the burb.
That's a good question. I don't know what skill to attach that to, so we'll just go with base intelligence.
Animal handling?
No, they're sentient.
Through what?
They're sentient, so not animals.
History?
I mean, technically anything falls into the animal kingdom.
We're just gonna go straight
On
intelligence, I
scientific
think.
classification, everything falls in the animal kingdom.
But this is D&D. Science is non-existent.
That's a
Do
lie.
you like history or performance?
Yeah, probably history, honestly. Which if he's not proficient would be the same thing.
Either that or just straight intelligence.
Yeah, I think so. Not knowing what Echo is doing, however, so 24, 23. Oh, damn. So two decently good at it, apparently. Making some progress. The Gnolls are getting it a little better. Couple of Gnolls that you had. Or no, those aren't Gnolls, those are Shamans. I think I was just using Gnolls. Yeah, I was just using Gnolls. Or they were Gnolls. I don't remember. Did you have Gnolls?
Farts.
Yeah.
I know there were farts in there.
He
I don't
had
remember.
gnolls and farts.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Farts and gnolls.
We're going to assume everyone, however, is simply going back to bed. Or to bed.
Yep. Corzon's
You guys all
not
have a
even
nice...
have to deal with his next task the next day.
You guys all have a nice long rest. Corzon, you actually sleep in a little.
Just a little.
Just a little.
Yes, a
About a
child.
half hour. Yes. What is going off? Oh, that's what's going off.
Zep says 24, 23, 15.
That wasn't what was beeping in my ears. Don't worry about that. Also, don't worry about any random level up messages from certain people. It's I'm sure there's nothing happening in behind the scenes right now.
Yeah, totally, Actually, the only level up one's from Toaster.
Nice.
But yeah, still, sure, there's nothing going on behind the scenes. Totally
Exactly. See? You would
And
know.
I think that was a meme post that caused the level up.
Ah. Is that what went off? Oh, that did
Yeah.
go off. That would explain what the other beep was, because I had more than one. Okay. So anyway, you guys all get a nice long rest. All your spell slots and whatnot refill. I believe half your hit dice refill if you've used them. But you guys never take short rests. It's not my fault. You guys could take short rests.
Good.
And we rarely utilize
I
our
can short
hit
rest
dice
before.
I mean, yeah,
Because-
but that's what short rests are for.
because somebody also somebody spams heals, so we don't need to use a hit dice for heal.
That's true. That is
'Cause-
indeed partly why
'cause
you
we-
don't need them.
Because we have somebody that can totally spam a heal spell.
Gotta love it.
Anything else
somehow.
happen in the night?
No, nothing else. At one point in the night, you do hear yet a window go psh, but you all just kind of blow it off. You're sure it's probably Zepp's flying into his room.
I thought we were replacing all the windows anyway.
Eventually. You can only do one at a time, you know.
True.
Several have been, I think,
That's just the
upgraded
next one on
to.
the docking list.
Yeah, I think several have been upgraded to some kind of clear metal.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Zips has to
I
break.
said several have been.
Nope.
I didn't say they all have been.
No,
No?
It's not metal.
no, because he talked about that literally just the day before.
It is also not metal. It's actually glass.
It's fine.
Okay. I thought it was like a metal glass thing.
Sort of.
So it looks like glass, but it has the strength and durability of metal.
Yes.
That's why I said clear metal.
I mean, I guess technically, but it's actually glass. It's just glass.
By sheer irony, Zepp's breaking all the windows has actually helped upgrade the base.
Yeah. That's one of Zepp's favorite things to do. Sadly, you guys don't have an owlery yet.
Yet.
Don't you just mean an aviary?
No, an aviary is for any number of birds. An owlery is just for owls.
Oh. And Zeps
But
isn't going to
that
bring
isn't just
any
an
winged
owl.
friends in?
That's true.
Point.
No, yeah, if you guys really want one, you'll have to talk with Bruno. That's usually his job. However, as you guys all start waking up, what are you all doing?
Real quick, check your text.
Okay, I'm checking text. How about coercion?
What?
How about coercion?
I'm making breakfast.
What are you doing? Making pancakes. Making
It's not pancakes.
darn. Gotta consult the cookbook.
It's waffles.
It's waffles.
The superior breakfast item.
I'm going to make waffles!
In the morning, I'm making waffles.
There we
Oh.
go. Someone finally said it.
I
intentionally said
hoping
it wrong.
somebody else would do it, and then
I was intentionally saying it wrong to see how many people would recognize it with it being wrong. Also, when I wake up and get out of my room, what you're gonna hear in a loud parental sergeant type voice, Peter, get over here!
and his mic cut out. Akira, what are you up to?
Well,
I think you
funny
hear,
you should ask.
I think you hear a Trenton yelling about a Peter.
Yeah, and I know who Peter is because I met him. Akrua's not going to pay any mind to that. Akrua's doing what Akrua does. It goes to the kitchen or goes to the cafeteria.
You run into Janeway.
Oh, good morning, friend.
Hi. Sleep okay?
Akrua, Akura tried. No weird dreams tonight. Or
Excellent.
last night. But
Nope. Wait, what is this I'm clicking on? Oh, that's the door.
the door. You know, the things you keep magically moving places.
Well, yeah, it's not my fault. The box is for doors and carpet. Well, the carpet's fine, but the door is like over here rather than just on the door itself.
Fair. But yeah, no new weird dreams or anything.
Excellent. She just kind of sits down. I think. Are we the first ones? Korjan, are you alive?
Are you alive?
He comes walking out. Sets
Excellent.
Food in front of you. Yeah.
You're not undead
Morning,
yet.
friend.
And I'm hoping to talk to you two about this necromancer I was hearing something about.
Yeah. There was one downstairs.
Oh, that's not a roll for deception.
Paladin versus Paladin says no.
I was literally just shaking my dice, getting ready to roll, then yeah, there's one downstairs.
And Akura's face was like, oh.
Cat was already out of the bag. And out of bed.
Damn it, I think Akura rolled really poor deception last time.
I'm just gonna keep you shifting around, basically.
Really,
Trent.
Sam, you had to say that.
There you go. Hey, Jax. Not the floor!
What the fuck happened to the floor?
What?
The reference,
Jax,
please.
all the floor shifts around underneath your bed for some weird reason. You hear
There's
Trent
an earthquake.
walking down the hall, calling Peter's name.
Saying, "Get your butt here now!"
I seal the door closed.
How do you do that?
With a spell. I don't know one off the top of my head.
Wizard lock, stone shape, hold portal.
Wizard lock and stone shape.
Okay.
That'd be a 24 to detect the magic going off, like 4 feet from me.
It's more like 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, but I'm still locking the door before you can get to it.
You do hear a faint sound. You can't quite
Go!
tell
If you
what
lock the door, you better get your butt out here now!
Cast silence.
it is. Peter just slowly sits up in bed. What the hell is that?
Shh, go back to bed. Tritton's just yelling about something. It's normal.
If you cast silence, you
Okay.
can't talk. Nobody can hear anything.
No, I cast the silence outside the door.
Oh!
She put it out there.
What's the durability on that door?
What's now rock?
What's
Yeah,
the durability? What's the durability of the wall beside the door?
A wall made of stone. From your time in this keep, you know that these walls are at least 4 feet thick.
Hey,
What?
He said, hey,
you got it.
It is indeed very thick walls, yes.
I'm somebody Bruno to undo Jackson's screwing with his walls and doors.
Peter just kind of goes back to sleep. Okay.
But I cast the silence outside the door. Tritton can't yell.
No,
I
he
gotta go
steps
back
away.
to the bathroom.
He can step away. What?
I gotta go back to the bathroom.
Taco Bell hitting you hard?
Yep.
Oops. Alright, we'll see you in a minute, few. Alright, so so you go looking off for Bruno.
That's a thick prick. Anyways,
You see Alex
we going
moving. You see Alex moving around the corner. What's all the yelling?
who'd you go to?
Well, he was looking for Bruno, I believe.
Ah,
If Alex shows up,
I'm in the
I'll
cafeteria,
explain
right?
to him that Peter's in trouble because I'm fairly sure he's the one that came in and interrupted my sleep and was causing great havoc in my room. And then I'm calling him, and when I called him to come and explain himself and why he didn't just simply, when I called him out, pop out and admit why he was in there, if it was him.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I'm fairly sure it was him. But I'm going to let him talk his way into admitting it.
I think he's a druid, isn't
Using
he?
his dad voice, being like, Echo, I'm very disappointed in you.
I mean, yeah, he just kind of looks over at the wall.
And then I'll say, and when I called for Peter, Echo did that to her door.
Why do you think it was Echo?
Because that's Echo's bedroom. And it happened right after I called for Peter.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Smells of coffee are wafting out of the cafeteria.
He just kind of walks to the door and just like pats you on the shoulder. It's okay. Here, come have food. Corjan's made something good.
I'm sure he has.
As he literally just pulls you inside by the arm.
Those two delinquents are going to be answering for their shenanigans.
Let's see, that's a 20, dirty 20 for waffles.
No, not the dirty 20 for cooking.
Morning, friends. Akuro calls as you guys walk through the door.
I got him. Alex just kind of waves. Stupid elves are chatty last night. He just kind of suds into a chair.
Coffee slides in front of him.
Ooh, coffee. And he just hugs the cup lying there on the table.
That seems pretty fair.
I guess you're over there now. He just kind of sets Trenton down. Here you go.
Jane has more questions for us. Considering we cut out after that.
Yes, I would like to hear more about this necromancer.
Basically, he was in the labyrinth or whatever it is.
Okay.
He was curing 2 werewolves of whatever it is that turns them into werewolves. And
Yeah, remember when friends asked other friends to go investigate past the water?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's just kind of living over there. Seems pretty uninterested in
the water
world or anything like that. No, like,
there's like land past water.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's more land.
And she just looks down at Alex, who just kind of half wiggles his shoulder.
Turns out he's pretty uninterested in conquering the world or anything, and hires out his undead that he summons for, like, basic labor.
To my impression, he seemed like he was not someone we needed to be concerned about.
He was the one who also gave us a lot of information on the temporal plague. And
I was wondering how you figured it out.
Yeah, I didn't want to just tell you guys because I didn't want a bunch of paladins storming down there and just nuking him when we had other problems to deal with that were a little more imminent.
And she just kind of looks over at you and crosses her arms.
He kind
Says
of
the other paladin.
Yeah.
He had a bigger problem with the temporal plague than we do devoting what little paladins were left.
Well, since we're not being swarmed from underground, I can conclude he's probably not the necromancer attacking us currently.
Yeah.
No, definitely not, because he seemed...
No, didn't...
He was very clearly not concerned with anything going on up here. He simply wanted to be left alone to deal with whatever he's doing.
Didn't Alfred said something about there being someone on boat in harbor with undead?
Yes.
We don't talk about the extra A in what I just typed. Hush up. don't know where it came from. I didn't push an A.
Also, he mentioned that
You fat fingered the S.
Probably.
is a
So,
Syl-
Akru, I guess that's probably where Undead and Harbor come from.
Well, he also
Yeah.
mentioned that Sylvaris?
Silvar.
Silvar? I don't know. I'm getting names mixed up
Silvar.
'cause there's a lot of Silvar.
It's just silver, but Silvar.
Silvar hired some of his undead from him, so I don't know what she's planning to do.
That's interesting.
Who was it that told Corsian that she was wanting to meet up with him today?
And Jane just lifts her arm.
Well, that was a player question to the DM.
Oh, well, that was still Jane.
Still, okay, yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm not exactly. I'm curious about meeting with Silvar today. Be interesting to see how that goes. 'Cause
Yeah, she's up at the front.
questions.
She's up at the front in the library.
What?
Breakfast first.
Silvar's here.
Yes. Why wouldn't she be? And she just looks down at you curiously.
Silvar told friends when friends met Silvar for first time that Silvar was not allowed here.
Alex just kind of lifts his head. That's because I told her to no. She's just here for a meeting. It's fine. She's not doing anything this time.
Hey, as long as I
Did
don't
he-
get shot with
Meeting?
a crossbow, man.
Yeah, she said she wanted to talk to you guys. It's just Silver. She doesn't even have any of her people with her.
No, Jerry?
No, Jerry. An echo reappears.
Yeah.
Is the cup of coffee already gone?
Yeah, Jax, Silvar's in the keep right now.
Do you want to say hi?
I want to go say hi.
Please ignore me trying to remember what token I used
Echo
for
is
her.
currently locked herself in the room. She doesn't know this about Silvar yet.
That's
yeah,
true.
No, I was just catching
is not
Jax
in-
up since Jax left.
Yeah, but Echo's just
Normally
and Peter
it's
do not
switching
know
maps.
this because they have not been privy to the conversation yet.
What picture? There's the picture I used for. Oh, I used that one. Okay.
Silver
Yeah.
doesn't concern me.
Silvar concerns me.
That's fair.
You're,
Hey,
Because
why
of
is there this
all my
weird dragon
freaking
token?
theories with my notes.
you're just upset because you failed your charm save critically.
I am still salty I failed my charm save. And I've been rolling shit tonight, so, ooh.
I mean, it happens. So, Jack, what is Echo and
Peter.
Peter doing?
We're asleep.
Okay.
We didn't get a rest yet.
I mean,
We're causing
technically,
trouble.
that's fair. And
Sounds like a you problem.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Yes.
Ghoulish. You minimized your application.
I didn't.
There it is. For a second, you did.
I was just fixing the token because it was set to 2-2 for some reason.
Fair.
So, anyway.
So, should friends go meet?
I mean, I'm sure she's not going anywhere until she does, so it's whenever you're able. But Alex lifts his hand.
Akura kind of glances over at Corrigan.
I would like her out of my keep as soon as we can, however.
Breakfast first. Let us all wake up.
I'm gonna say Zeps might be
We're gonna
a...
go fight her.
What?
I said Akura wants to go fight Silvar.
You should definitely do that.
Definitely. She totally won't charm me again.
Corsian wants more
Nope.
answers.
Not at all.
She's also totally not a higher level than we're giving her credit for.
No. of course
Nope, not at all.
No, she's not a very solid vampire with class levels or anything.
Totally
Yeah.
not.
And
Totally
wasn't
not a-
former
She's
group
also
of
probably
high-level
totally not a part
adventurers.
of something.
Yeah.
Totally not
She's
possible
totally
that
not-
she's a.
Totally
Yeah,
did
she
not
might-
go through the hero trials, and totally is not probably a pretty skilled fighter or anything, you know?
Oh.
There's no way that she's like a 40, 50, or higher level character or anything at all.
Well, not in 5th edition.
Technically, it is possible for
I mean,
Steve's
yeah.
levels.
Yeah, we could pull it, but
There is ways to do
Anyways.
it if she has levels in creature plus levels in.
Coercion, you're
Wizard.
handing out food to everyone.
Yeah, everyone gets breakfast.
okay. So you guys are all sitting enjoying your.
through this food. I just rolled Dex to see how fast the crew was eating through this food. I got an 18 on the dice. So that's a +3 with Dex, so that's a 21 for a crew just plowing food.
Good thing you got a heaping pile of waffles.
All right, so you guys are eating. Echo, it's been about another hour. You see Peter starting to sit up out of bed.
Food and coffee and smells and everything wafting into the room.
Yeah, at this point.
how's it getting in? There's no door.
No, there is a
It's just-
door.
It's just stone.
It's just mostly covered by stone.
But
You just
is there air pockets?
He just kind of looks at the door, taps it a little. When did you learn this trick?
I can do every spell ever.
Oh.
Told you stuff's happened.
Just kind of looks at you. So food?
You didn't do the accent, dum-dum.
Nope. It's really hard for me to pull that one, you know this.
All I have to do is pull out my accent and you're fine. Now I'll make you talk in the accent.
Now, wait, abort. That's like the only way for me to drop it, though. That's the problem.
Doesn't matter. Move on. We don't need accents. We need personality.
You're right. You need voices. Voices in
Personality
the dark.
and flair.
Anyway. So, Eka, do you undo the door so he can leave?
Yeah.
He just
And
kinda
I
sits
roll
in
back
bed.
over and go back to sleep. Hugging that.
He just kind of shrugs his shoulders and leaves. Alright, I'll bring you a plate. The rest of you see the person you believe was introduced as Peter walking in.
Just
Ventriloquistic
looks at
go.
him with a mouthful of waffles and like just syrup dripping down. Just
Oh, I sent a message when he's walking out. The door's locked because Triton was after you. Have fun.
This is probably
As
as
he
he is
walks
the
in the room,
cafeteria.
and Trenton
as
looks
he's
over and
walking
goes,
into the room, he gets
"You,
that.
sir, have some explaining to do.
Do I? And why is that?
Do you still wild shape into a white rat?
Rats? Oh no, never.
Mice, something of that nature?
Trenton
I
let
remember
go.
you
It's too
liking
early
that
for this.
for oddly.
Just eat your waffles.
He just kind of
I'm
pats you on the
finished.
shoulder.
Can I have
Another
more, please?
round of waffles.
He asked for more. Could I actually have a second plate and a cup of coffee for Echo?
Sure.
She also needs to answer for her blatant.
I think she was really tired still.
I mean,
She
if
was
you-
up. She was up with talking with Jane and
A
That
Kruger
one.
baby?
He
No,
just-
it would be that one.
that one.
Yes, a Krua. That does not excuse her behavior, and she knows it. It also doesn't
Crow's ears
excuse
perk
your
up when he hears his
behavior.
name, but like doesn't do anything further than that.
It doesn't excuse your behavior last night either, Peter.
What behavior? I came in. I had a box. My box found its way to a door. This.
Uh-huh.
Damn it,
Why
I
else
didn't
would there be a rat in my room that was acting not rat-like.
I have no
That
idea.
looked a lot like the rat you used to wild shape into.
I have never wild shaped into a rat.
Insight. Because
He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. He has never, that you know of, wild shaped into a rat.
It's a mouse.
It was a mouse.
As far as Trenton's concerned, a rat and a mouse, it's the same.
He's still not lying because he has not transformed into a rat. Animal handler.
Yes, but Trenton does not differentiate rats and mice.
He does.
And Peter knows it.
And that's why Peter's being so coy with it, because it's a rat
Exactly.
versus a mouse.
He's trying to figure out how to carry the plates.
Do you need help, friend?
If you wouldn't mind.
A girl will pick up the second plate.
By the time it's gone, by the time it hits the room.
he just kind of starts leaving with you in tow. Well,
Version crew is leaving an empty plate behind.
Well, Trenton, I hope
Okay.
you better luck sleeping tonight with your rat problem.
Peter,
Yes?
you know what I'm saying.
That you couldn't
Don't
sleep
do it
because of
again.
rats.
Don't do it again.
I'm gonna put you not on the door, so I don't move the door somehow.
Trenton is 100% convinced it was Peter.
Yeah, he wouldn't
though
stop
Peter
Peter
is-
from coming in, would he?
Even if Peter is attempting
What?
to say otherwise.
Would he stop Akura from coming in? Probably not.
No.
He just sets a plate on you, and then he just thinks
I
about
thought I had the one for Echo.
it. Yeah. He just
It would make sense for Peter to carry his own plate.
sets that down, sets the glass on the nightstand. What was in the glass?
Yeah.
Was it just coffee, or...?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go, friend. Coercion made waffles.
She groans,
Throw her hands-
rolls her face into a nut, and just.
Peter asked for second plate to bring to you.
And you hear him sitting down on his bed with some minor eating sounds.
Also,
Off the
apparently
point.
Silvar is in the library.
Vampire?
Vampire.
Why is there a vampire named Silver?
Your best
Oh.
friend's back, Akura.
The crew kind of slumps and like his tail flicks.
She's smiling, just
Not
laying in
friends.
bed.
Silvar, not friend.
He just leans up against the wall and just starts eating his waffles, looking back and forth. You see a slight grin on his face.
The crew now will shove the plate at Echo. Take waffles.
Just lay it on top
Drink.
of him.
Her.
Or-
I'm pinned by the dog right now, anyways.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. We probably set them on nut. There's now a plate on top. Doggy face is like, what?
Peter's probably complaining I'm turning him into a lap dog.
Through his ear flicks again, and then just... Friend's going to go meet Silvar soon. Silvar is apparently here to meet with friends.
Okay, thank you. If
I'm
you need me,
echoing
call me.
hardcore through someone.
Who are you echoing through?
So,
I
Michael.
don't. What?
Second through Michael.
Wait, why
Everyone
is it
is.
echoing.
Wait, what's going on?
Apparently I'm echoing through someone.
Say something?
Three?
But I...
Yeah. We're echoing through you.
Why? It's just me. Okay, here, hold that thought. I have an idea.
Oh, goodbye.
He left and rejoined.
This.
That's it.
Did it? Seems like it.
Okay, yeah, I think that fixed it. I don't know what was going on. That was weird.
Especially because you're wearing headphones.
Yeah, so like it shouldn't be coming from here.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, I don't. I think it was the Discord glitch again.
Yeah.
Fun. I love that for you. Anyways, but yeah, so friends meeting with Silvar soon.
You can grab me on the way from the library.
Akuro will. Akuro's gonna leave to head back to the cafeteria.
Peter just quietly asks, "So why are they friends?"
They got charmed
roll
by.
perception.
They got charmed the
Can
first
I
time
roll
they met.
perception? No, stop. Can I roll perception? That's a 19 on the die straight up, and I believe I have a +4 to that, so that's a 23.
Yeah, you probably heard Peter.
Akuro is gonna call back, not friends!
As Echo's saying, they got charmed the first time they met.
He just kind of nods. I'm gonna have to reteach him how to hunt, aren't I? He's just looking at Nut.
There's a dog bowl with nut on it next to
Next to the floor. Corjin's already somehow
next
snuck in.
to the floor,
put
not
food
on
in
the
it.
floor, next to the floor. It's on the same plane of existence as
I
the
was the
floor.
first one up, and I know where your room is. Nut would have been fed like first thing in the morning.
Probably. This is Corjin. It's a good thing you don't have to take care of the stables, too.
Corjin just
Corjin
becomes
probably
the
would have fed his
farmhand, the
mount,
cook.
too. He does a lot.
Corjin's the farmhand, the cook, and the parent of the party.
And one of the main frontline people. So, anyway, you are all awake. You are all eating.
Who just
Is anyone doing
your
anything?
presence helps you guys live a little longer.
So yeah,
Yes.
Akuro is back
Sam,
in
do
the
you remember
cafeteria.
which session we got our mounts in?
We
think it was
essentially
13.
had them right when we entered
12.
the magic bubble.
I was gonna say it was like
12.
12 or 13. Yeah.
Yeah.
12 was when we entered the keep.
But we haven't ever used them because they haven't really come into play.
Because you guys haven't needed them yet.
Yeah.
But
You'll
yeah,
need
no, I
them
had
soon.
Akuro head back to the cafeteria.
You'll need them soon. Don't worry.
I used mine in the fight.
You did. Yes.
Toaster says, "Are we sure Corjin isn't secretly some spy? He seems suspiciously good on very tasks. Almost like the charm naturally goes good."
The Dungeon Master declines comment.
Portion's just very good at what he does.
So, for all of you now, you are all sitting in the room, having eaten. What are you doing?
I'm not in the room apparently, but I'm there.
Where did you go when you left?
I said I went back to the cafeteria.
That is not
the
you.
floor.
That is the floor. Again.
To everyone who's in the cafeteria, Akuro's walking in somewhat upset. His tail and ears are just flickering every now and then with annoyance.
Akuro and Peter are not getting along.
Does Akura stressy?
Yes, he would.
Trenda's gonna look up and say, Akura, are the other two children bothering you?
Actually, it wasn't Peter who made Akuro upset. It was Echo.
Alright.
Remember, he said other two children.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I had to think back on the Peter statement. And I was like, but yeah, no, Akuro.
What time in the morning would it be, Roden?
Akuro upset.
7:30.
That's all you get from him.
Well, we'll give them
What
another-
happened? Do I need to go?
Yeah, hour. And if they're not having
No.
an hour, we'll go talk to Silvar without
Crow
him.
will be fine.
Echo really needs to learn her interpersonal skills better.
So you see a Bruno slip in and grab some waffles and just kind of flop behind the tables as he does.
Corsian passes him coffee.
I found another broken window.
It was such a big stretch.
Yeah, that seems about
Where is
right.
Zeps right now?
I'm not sure where Zeps is at the moment. But I sent a message. I think he might be asleep. He was up very late teaching his minions.
Do you think it was Alfred?
Oh,
Correctly.
probably. Need to get the man a roost. But then I think he'd just knock things off of it. Isn't he a cat or something too?
Yes.
A crow thinks similar to Tabaxi.
Could have sworn I heard him purring at one point when he was looking at his book.
He just kind of chuckles. That sounds about right.
Maybe
Why
similar to Tabaxi, maybe hybrid.
Why are you all so tired looking?
A crow had a long night.
Oh?
That's all you're getting from him. Unless you try to pry further.
He just kind of shrugs after a moment of you not responding.
Trinity's going to speak up. Something that I am almost positive is one of my circus shapeshifters woke me up.
That's my secret. I'm always tired.
You just see him thud his head on the table.
There's like several cups of coffee already gone, like in the wash bin or whatever. Of course.
I think at this point, Alex has gone through about 8 of them.
Oh, and Alex was doing ambassador work, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
Version seconds, please.
Mean
Seconds,
thirds.
we're on fifths.
For waffles.
Yeah, I know.
Of
You're
course,
lucky I
more.
made more.
Why do you think it's a shape? Why do you think it's a shapeshifter?
Who said that?
Because it was a rat mouse thingy that looked
Bruno.
almost exactly like Peter used to look whenever he would shapeshift
A
Oh,
rat
yeah.
mouse?
back in the day.
That was definitely
I mean-
Peter. He came into my room too.
He
Rat,
shifted
large
into-
mouse.
Turns out he was
Something
just
I
looking for
never-
a place to sleep, so I showed him to where Echo's room was. and then
Question:
he
Would
was
a
fine.
Krua ever run into a druid?
What?
He knows better than to
Would a Krua
not
have
show
ever ran
him.
into a druid?
No. Maybe. Probably not. Honestly.
Well, Peter knows better than
There
to
is a
not
mouse.
reveal himself when I call out to him if he wakes me in the middle of the night.
No, Peter
knows
is
how
not
I-
mouse.
Akura, you know how Tobian can turn kind of into a cat?
Yeah.
So,
That would be pretty funny.
So Peter can just shrink himself into a mouse.
Oh, must be a druid then.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He came into my room last night looking for a place to sleep, so I showed him
Oh!
where Echo's was.
I forgot to tell him where he was supposed to sleep.
Yeah.
Peter is mouse?
That's why I was up.
And he just thuds his head slightly. I am so sorry, Corsian.
It's fine.
Is Peter mouse like Tobian is Were-Tiger, where it's somewhat human?
No, he can just fully turn into a mouse or not. As a
Interesting.
druid, he can probably turn into other animals too.
Like bears.
You know
So
how-
it's not just like Tobian's
Just tigers,
with
bears.
cat.
Oh
Oh
my.
No.
But yeah, he's kind of like that, but
I love-
different.
No,
A crew is
Akura?
idiot, but he's my idiot.
And yet
A-
he's
a
not
Akura?
actually an idiot with your intelligence score.
Actually,
Yeah, that should have been something we prefaced.
we
at
probably
some
should
point.
have mentioned something. We fixed a couple of details there.
Yeah, we scrapped on some of the crew's intelligence
For other things.
for other things.
Trencher will speak up. Akura. So
Yes.
there are similarities, as Corjan was referring to, but the were tiger, cat, whatever you want to call it, that Tobian does is because of one particular type of magic that only lets him turn into that specific thing. Druids have kind of like you have some magic that lets you become really powerful in fighting, and other our paladin friends have magic that lets them do a lot of different things, including fighting, healing, and such. Druids have magic that ties them to nature. Part of that means that to an extent, they can become like one or more natural creatures. Depending on how experienced they are, they can do small creatures, larger, and eventually do larger creatures. I have known
Akura
druids.
is nodding along. He's actually looking like he's retaining this information, mainly because I rolled a 19 on intelligence. Like just 19 on the die.
There are experienced
Good job.
druids that can turn into walking trees, large animals, including bears and flying animals. I've seen some that became eagles and other extremely large birds.
Has it been an
It
hour
can-
yet?
Yes.
All right.
It can actually be incredibly powerful.
Of course, it's
Fine.
okay, I'm gonna go talk to Silvar. Who wants to go?
That should probably be a good thing friends do.
I would say
Akura-
we all need to go.
I figured we'd leave Echo
Akura-
behind since she's not being
Akura is gonna go,
responsible enough to get up.
Akura is also gonna go knock on Echo's door as we head to the library.
Akura, just leave her. She obviously didn't want to be part of the group.
Oh, no. When Akura went to go hand Echo food, Echo said to knock on her door. Akura told her about Silver.
Okay, well, have her catch up with us then.
Alright.
Knock on door. Dog attacks door.
Akura just hisses back.
Okay.
That's a way to get him off of me.
I need to stop moving the wrong thing every single time I click on things. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3. Is that everybody? I feel like I'm missing somebody.
Steps. Hellfire.
Well,
Spine.
there's. Well, I mean, yeah, there's those three who are.
Jane, Alex.
Well,
Is
yeah.
Jane and Alex
Is
coming?
this everyone that's here?
Here,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Stop moving it. No. Wait, yes.
Wait,
The four,
Who's this?
right? Or
Who's
just the
this?
four of us, right?
Because Zep's not here.
who is
That
this?
was the Displacer Beast.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
we're-
remember? No, it's locked in the treasury. Remember?
Yeah, that would have been in here.
No, remember I took it
Mhm.
out and then we went and locked it in the treasury. I pretended to
But
take
yeah,
it
no,
out.
that's what the token was the Displacer
Oh,
Beast.
okay. So I'm just gonna put it back over here.
No, wrong corner. It's in the back corner.
yeah.
She's
Either
How
way,
did
right.
it get up
Either one.
here?
Because when I was making the illusion, pretending the Displacer Beast popped out of the.
Oh, I moved it and forgot to put it. Okay.
No,
That
that's
makes
where we
sense.
did the illusion at.
Yeah, and I forgot to put it over here. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. So,
Are Jane
You're
and
all-
Alex
Yeah, it's just
joining
the
us for
four of
the
us,
meeting?
right?
no.
It's just the four of us plus Peter, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I was
Anyway.
asking if Jane and Alex were coming or not.
They are not.
Okay.
Because yeah,
You
she just wanted
actually-
to meet with the party.
You actually see Silver moving around some of the books and whatnot, trying to find something in particular you're guessing. Doesn't seem to be paying too much attention.
It's over. You wanted to talk?
Croa's got his glaive at the ready.
No.
Wait, that's this one.
We
Just kind
don't
of
need
tilts.
violence in the library. Scorch
Tilts her
just
head.
kind of like
Oh,
pushes on the glaive.
Akura is not listening. He's still got his glaive out.
Akura, you won't get lunch if you keep this up.
Roll persuasion. Advantage.
What Coraxon probably doesn't notice is I'm hovering above everybody's head slightly back from Coraxon. I have both my lightning hand up and my other gun in my second hand.
he's doing the Iron Man pose.
I have a 17.
Not
on
quite
persuasion.
because my
17.
lightning isn't exactly in my palm, but yes.
Very, very reluctantly, Akura puts away his glaive. You got one higher. He got a 16.
Haha. Thanks,
She
Drew.
just kind of looks over at you. Everything good?
Yeah, they're just a little on edge.
Oh, that's quite all right.
There's been a lot going on.
She just kind of leans up against the bookshelf slightly and sees it start to bend.
So, what did you want to talk about?
Fixes it slightly. Oh, yes. So, your tavern didn't burn down.
Excellent.
Mostly because it's near where I stay in town. Unfortunately, most of the harbor district did. I hope you didn't have anything left in there. And she just kind of taps her fingers together a little.
No, I think that was about it. I pretty much lived out of the tavern
Used to-
anyway, so...
You still stay in Tavern?
Oh, no. Just nearby.
I believe there was an inn nearby.
There is. As a matter of fact.
You gotta have restaurants and
As
hotels
much
right
as
next to
player
each
wants
other.
to roll insight on that, Akura wouldn't.
That's fair. So, anyway, so, just so you know, your tavern's fine despite the dragon flying around, which I'm told is your fault.
Well, we found
He's
cultists
friendly.
in the basement, and the cultists were trying to sacrifice him. So we killed the cultists and convinced him to fight with us for now.
Silvar know anything about cultists?
Fair amount. Which ones? And
These
she
guys
actually
were
starts
trying
walking
to
closer.
sacrifice to a snake god.
A snake god.
Corson will give a description of the statues that were
I
down
see.
there.
Finch will also point out that they were going to sacrifice a dragon to whatever god they were supposedly sacrificing to.
And at that point, she pauses slightly. Well, that's a bit stronger sacrifice than normal.
Yeah. And also,
I'm afraid I don't know that particular group. No.
Also,
Akura's gonna kind of look at her and roll for insight, which is a 15.
But as far as the dragon being friendly, my dear, no. There's no such thing as a friendly dragon, especially not a red. At this point, she's walking closer and closer to Akura.
Akura is going to put his
this
hand
one-
on his glaive and just glare back at her.
This one has become quite friendly
He's gonna
because we
also
rescued
glance up.
him.
Also, there's might be a Death Knight on the loose. I think you've encountered him before.
What?
Apparently. Yeah.
Why? And she took her eyes entirely off Akura at this point.
Yeah. Apparently you've been down in the hero trials or something like that.
Yeah.
Somebody made the mistake of opening one of the wrong sarcophagi.
How?
He's a loot
Those things
goblin.
were sealed.
He's a loot goblin. he likes looting.
Sweating over here.
How did he open it?
That's a good question. I don't know how, but he caused them
They-
to open.
Akrua knows nothing about it.
They
And,
weren't sealed. They're
Akrua
mostly
knows
closed.
nothing about this.
Long story
They weren't
short,
sealed.
what did we
If
agree
you
on?
want
He
to try rolling insight
self-banished?
against Akrua, you can try.
The coffins were not sealed. You sure?
I don't think any of us dispelled any magic or anything on them either.
And they did not appear to be sealed when we returned from breaking the time portal.
Yeah, they seem
the
to
time.
open pretty easily.
I know why they weren't sealed.
I mean, you probably do know why they weren't sealed, but
I know why they weren't sealed, but that's
yeah,
the thing on the
imagine-
party they remember, which I'm saying Akrua knows nothing about it. If you want to try rolling insight, you can try.
Yeah.
I totally did not roll a nat 20 on deception.
Long story short,
okay, all
one
right.
of
So
them
you let
didn't
one
get
of them
away.
loose?
Yeah.
Tell me it was Salomon who got loose.
No. It's the one
Of
that
course
wants to burn the world down.
Of course not. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, Alex took care of the one of Salamand.
You let loose the fire.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to let him out, but you know,
It's not your fault.
when they
Actually, I'm
teleport
surprised
away,
you're all alive.
I kept him talking.
Especially
and
the
he wanted
squishy
out.
little ones.
You
back
guys
there.
do. Anyway,
Oh,
As she
whoa,
points at Zeps and Trenton and Echo.
oh,
Surprised
yeah,
there.
they weren't even there. They left. They ran.
Oh, yeah, that would do it. He doesn't much like the Fae.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's a
Or anyone
problem.
else. Yes, that's fine. It's only the main force for. She just kind of starts muttering.
Although I did try to talk him out of going outside by convincing him the sun would destroy him. It
How well
make
did
him
that work?
Well, he did stutter, so I think it was at least close.
Well, I would suggest he went through the tunnels, meaning he went past. Well, if he was stupid enough to fight him, we won't have to worry about it anymore.
We can only hope, but it's hard to say
Wait,
because
no, then he would have the fire. That would be worse.
fight
She
who?
just stops dead.
Fight who?
So why did you hire
Fight
people from
Who?
the necromancer guy?
Him. Yes.
the necromancer?
Yes. And then, sir, I needed some backup. He had extra muscle. It worked.
Okay.
Oh, Jerry says hi, by the way, Akrua.
How is Jerry doing?
Well, he picked up a slight cough somehow.
Helm.
Yeah, I don't know either. I didn't think they could get those.
There's some bizarre stuff going on here.
Anyway, how is everyone? Still doing all right? Still doing all right, Akrua? And she just starts grinning at you. But it's like a really
Staring back at her.
friendly. No, it's like the friendliest grin you've ever seen.
Karua's just glaring at her. Fortune, can I fight her?
Not right now. We're still talking.
She just kind of looks down slightly.
Also,
Looks you
this
up and
is the
down.
library. I don't want to see all the books get torn apart.
Dear, if you want to fight, let it be later.
So, were you just swinging by to let me know the tavern wasn't completely destroyed?
Mostly.
Yeah.
That and figure out why on earth you let a red dragon loose and didn't kill it.
I figured we could use a red dragon with all the problems that keep cropping up.
Well,
And
just
I was
keep an eye.
hoping-
Why would
I was hoping that he would be better than what they're known for and actually
Just-
convince them to
Just
help
keep
us.
an eye on your rogue friend. Anywhere near him.
Oh, you mean the one that's currently looking around, not here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Silver and go, why would we kill something that is clearly happy to ally with us? unlike somebody that attacks.
If you believe a red dragon is actually going to help you for anything more than what serves its purpose.
I mean, hey, he's
My
helping our
dear,
purpose at the moment, incinerating undead that are attacking.
You would
so-
prove yourself far younger than you are.
Or maybe I'm wiser than you think you are.
I called him an idiot because it's a dragon.
And she just kind of gestures at Echo. Red dragons are quite commonly known for their words saying one thing and their actions another. I will grant you, he is helping with the undead issue out there. As annoying as it is.
And yet,
Which tells
if you
me...
provide them the right incentive, they can be a far better ally than certain others.
Sometimes things
Why,
aren't the way they seem, I guess. I don't know.
Friends. And she just places a hand on her chest gently. I feel like you're aiming this at me. I have never done a single thing to hurt any of you.
You did accidentally shoot me with a crossbow.
Good.
I yelled at Jerry for that. I'm sorry. No, wait, that was...
Falsehood.
One of them, I don't know. Somebody shot Corsia with a crossbow.
It was Jerry who had the bow.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it was Jerry, right?
Yeah, I think
Jerry
it was
had the
Jerry.
bow. Mm-hmm. I posted the notes from that session.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was Jerry.
they're posted.
Anyway,
You act like some of us have time between work and other things to actually go back and reread them on a regular basis.
Anyway,
I mean, we all knew we were meeting back up with Silvar. I thought someone would at least glance at him.
So,
that's fair. Honestly.
where are all these undead coming from, and why are they here?
Well, as far as I know, they're coming off the boat. Which seems
The
to
one
be-
that Al friend told us about.
We already had a temporal plague. Why
Probably.
do we...
Al
why
friend
does-
already told us about this.
And she just kind of shrugs his shoulders. Well, offhand, I would assume because this is the capital of a nation that's currently under not so good times.
So they're just trying to conquer. Take
So they're
advantage of
trying to
chaos.
deal with it and take advantage. The problem is, they're not flying any flags.
Sounds
at
like
all.
pirates.
It could be pirates, which would be odd considering they're using undead. I've only seen one person in the group, but I'm fairly certain it's a dark elf. Other than that, I can't really help you. I mostly avoid them. When she goes back to looking at Akura. Akura, why do you hate me so?
I was just glaring back at her. Not a word.
She steps just a little bit closer. Dear, dear, dear. If I wanted to hurt you, I would have, don't you think?
Is Trenton above Akua or
I
straight
don't know,
behind him?
actually. Where is Trenton?
Trenton is probably floating a little bit behind
Okay.
Akua.
How high? Like above him?
Yes, at least, 3 or 4 feet above your head.
If ceiling allows, how high is the ceiling?
About 10 feet.
It can't be that high.
Okay, well, he's
Well, it
4
depends how
foot.
tall you
It's not
are.
the biggest one. It's not the big, unless the big, some parts of the library are bigger, but this one is a little slimmer.
Well,
It's the
first
US
off, Trenton doesn't stay standing when he's floating. He tends to fold himself into kind of, a folded leg Indian type position.
So he could be directly above Akua.
He's more likely at least half a foot to a foot behind Akua.
Because
And-
Akua is taking a step back, he's pulling out his glaive again.
If Akua steps back,
Playing the
he
blade
might
right at
st-
Silvar.
he might step back far enough to be underneath Trenton.
You said you're pointing the blade at Silvar? She just kind of looks down at it really slowly.
Question is, has Trenton looked, or has so far looked up
Yes.
and noticed that Trenton has a gun and a lightning weapon pointed at her?
Dead at you and Echo.
Okay, just confirming.
Doesn't seem to care.
Okay.
Anyway, Silvar, Can we at least count on your temporary alliance to help deal with that Death Knight that's running around? I'd rather not
Alliance?
I'd rather not see the city destroyed.
You want alliance?
And she,
And as he points right at as
She
he points with
obviously
one of his
has the
fingers.
knowledge
you actually see
of
her
this
finger just slowly
enemy.
push the blade aside. That's the wrong sword to use on me. And you just see her just push it aside. Portion. Oh dear.
I lean over and say, Kura, she's allergic to sunlight.
He's allergic to what?
Sunlight.
I'm not allergic.
Allergic.
The terms will make more sense to Akura.
Would it? That's the question. Would it?
That's a good question.
You're not allergic, but yet it's deadly to you. What else do you call it?
Deadly to sunlight would make more sense to Akura.
But this
And
is Echo.
she actually holds up a finger. You know, I don't know. Not important.
Yes,
Goes
yes,
back to the
Akura,
portion.
she's deadly allergic to sunlight.
I am no match for that one, I'm afraid. If it wasn't for the trials keeping him in check, I would have lost that fight. Quite handily. And that was with the others.
So who were others?
She just looks at you, turns away a moment, grinning. She hasn't her hand has not left the glaive yet. It's still holding it slightly aside, by the way.
Yeah, Akura is still trying to point it at her.
You're not winning. You're like...
Yeah, he's still holding it though.
Mhm.
While he's asking all of his questions.
So, if you would like help fighting him, you have to look elsewhere, I'm afraid. But the group of you should be able to do it. There's, what, 7 of you? 8?
I love how you
I lost
avoided the
count.
question.
I've lost count too. There's a lot of people around. But I'd rather have.
Like, who's that one?
friends.
And she just points at Peter.
More Faye.
You can't see the glare hitting you in the back.
If I keep him less important, then anyone who has hostilities towards us won't direct them at him.
That's fair. Does he care? No. Does he know? Probably not.
I gave him hot chocolate.
That's true. She just looks back to Akura, looks at the glaive, looks at you. Dear, Mr. Kitty, if you want to point fun blades at me, she trails off a moment. Tell you what, and she just pulls some paper out of her pocket, scribbles something, folds it, and holds it out to you. There you go.
Opens up, get rickrolled.
I'll have Akura very reluctantly take the papers.
Whenever you feel like it, you may come to that address. That is my home. Preferably just you, though, yeah? And she just kind of pats you on the side.
Akura not going alone.
What if I promise not to hurt you?
Akura not going alone.
I don't bite much.
Akura not going alone.
Very well, one other. And she just waves her hand. If there's nothing else.
I mean, I'd love to eventually hear more tales, since you apparently knew my folks. And
Yes.
there's a whole, secret entrance.
Oh, that wasn't anything that we built. We found it.
Yeah, it was just never mentioned to me, so I was curious.
Well, because we didn't think anyone else ever actually used it anymore.
Yeah, we found cultists in
Yeah,
the sewer system.
I don't know how
so
they got in. They weren't using my entrance.
There was a giant hole in the corner of that room.
That's probably how.
dug their way in.
Wait, you were in that chamber?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that went damn near the end. Oh.
That
Well,
was where they
congratulate-
were going to sacrifice the dragon in.
Well, I suppose I would explain how they got in. They came through the deep. I don't suppose you know any dwarves. They would help out with that.
I know a gnome. Does Corjan know a dwarf?
Not that I am aware of, no.
Unless you want me to make one up on the spot.
Nah, not really.
Yeah, that one shopkeeper was a gnome, wasn't he?
He was a gnome, yes.
Yeah, Gramps.
Alright. Well, then I would try talking to him. He might know someone. Or... Wait. Who was this gnome?
I don't remember his name, Revan.
I don't remember his name
Corjan would
either.
100% know the name.
Shopkeeper. Sold weapons and armor.
Family of... Or friend of my
Oh!
family for generations, or whatever. I don't know.
Yes. You mean I'm Corin, right?
Yeah.
And she kind of scratches her cheek. Yeah, I think he did come through the deep roads when we met him. So yeah, I would check with him. He might be able to help you out with finding where they came from.
He not dwarf.
Oh no. But he knows the deep roads well enough. I said a dwarf because they're the ones who built them.
So, is this Death Knight, like, primary, like, problem? If we don't take care of it now, he'll destroy the city?
City's not high enough, probably.
The world, the country, something
Easily.
along that line.
Easily. He carries... The reason for his title is he carries an artifact of the same name. As long as he can't find where his god is buried, it should be fine, however.
I feel like we should probably go
Just
deal
kind
with
of
him
pauses.
right after the necromancy problem.
I'll tell you what. She thinks about it. I can't help you with him, but I can deal with the undead for you.
Okay.
Oh, we trust you.
I feel like
And-
it would be in her best interest to help get rid of it, because once the city's back up and running, there's
It's much easier to hide.
also functioning
So, and-
commerce, functioning
And
travel.
More random people.
and undead is going to deal with undead. Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, you
That's
heard her
exactly
I am
what we're
not-
hearing.
And she just thinks about it. Oh yeah, I am.
You're
I was
not
like, that's
alive
exactly what we're hearing.
anymore.
I am.
Therefore, you are
And she
undead.
just crosses her arms. I'm as much alive as you are.
She's also an adventurer.
Also more alive than certain other people. And she just points in general at the wall.
Curly's looking at the wall like, what?
The
Alex,
fact that you had to die to get to your current form.
I did not die.
You said that she said Alex?
Yes. Alex is technically not alive.
Right, Simulacrum
What friend?
is technically...
But Alex is also not an undead.
But he's also not alive.
What do you mean?
I mean, he's not the... Wait,
Explain.
did he not tell you? I thought he did. Could have sworn I heard that conversation last night.
You are a former live creature who turned into a non-living creature.
Why are we going into pedantics over this?
It's fine. Yeah, that's a good question.
I want to go into antics.
Not important.
Shenanigans.
It's going to
Akira,
be so
Akira,
important later.
everyone, as I said before, I have never once hurt you. Yeah, that's true.
Lies.
No one hurt you.
Lies.
She
Just
did not hurt you.
psychological damage.
Lies.
You didn't even take psychic damage. And as
Trenton is
stated,
not
No, we
exactly.
didn't, but still, lies.
if
Trenton
you would
does
like
not
to-
exactly like vampires.
If you would like me to prove it, you are more than welcome to come to my home with one other. Just one, please. It's way more easy to entertain one other person. And it's a small...
Oh, you mean like Jane?
Roll persuasion.
Sure. I don't really care. Jane and I get along rather well.
Ah,
That's
interesting.
Oh, that might not be good for you. You sure you wanted me to roll persuasion?
Roll persuasion.
Okay, hang on. You actually gotta pull up stats, you suck.
Well, what'd you get off the dice?
16.
Yeah,
And
I got
know-
a 6 on the dice.
And I know it's a +4 or so. Oh yeah, it's a plus a lot, actually.
Yeah, I got a 6 on the dice. That's a 7.
She's not even charming you this time. So
Fine.
But yes, if you would like to bring Jane even, that's quite alright. She's
Akruwa decides who
she's
goes.
still smiling at you.
Akruwa decides who goes.
I just heard someone say Jane.
Akruwa decides who goes.
Of course! And she just pats you on the shoulder. Anytime.
Akruwa's gonna snarl and back up when she puts her hand on his shoulder.
Also, you didn't answer a
Oh, you don't
question
like touching.
earlier about
Apologies.
who your party was.
No, I did not. You are correct. She's still mostly looking at Akruwa.
You have a
But
weird
somebody didn't
fascination
say
with
please.
Akruwa.
She just actually picks you up very slightly and just turns you to look at Akruwa.
Yeah, what
No?
am I looking at?
Okay.
Cat? Person?
Never mind. And she just slags slightly.
Well,
I'll tell you what. If you ask me once more, I will tell you who my party was. But only you. And she's still pointing at Akruwa, funny enough.
Hey, Michael, can I cast that spell?
What spell? What level is that?
4th.
That would be in your spell levels, yeah. Oh. Oh,
by the way,
that's
Evan,
for reading the one specific thing.
Corsian has had a certain ability toggle this whole time.
Jax, that is actually for one specific thing if you read the material component.
Okay, and we don't use material components.
No. Read what it
It's
does.
not-
That's what it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right now. I don't have my glasses
entirely.
on.
That's fine. It's entirely designed for that thing.
Yeah, there's the spells
would-
that have to use material components. Those are the ones that we keep.
Oh
like,
no,
for
that
Business
one.
Eye.
So the thing is, I would have said yes, but that spell, as it is worded, is designed to use.
I'm trying to
material
find one like
components.
that.
That was a good
Yeah.
find, though. I like your thought
Yeah.
process. That would have
Yeah.
worked otherwise.
Again, spells that have to use the material.
That one
components.
is a weird one, and it's one of the few that's actually important for the material components. So, not as much as Res.
What about
But,
this one?
I liked your thought process, though. Good
Akruwa is gonna kind of like huff and be like, "Fine, you want to talk about party now?"
What about that one?
She just sags slightly. I guess we'll get there.
When?
Okay. Oh no, I'll tell you now. You asked. I will answer.
Yeah.
Nidi Shibugi. That's one. You're trying to use it on her though, not yourself.
Yeah, there's a second part.
Of the second one, or the first one.
The second one.
The second one is you share one of yours.
Is it?
Yes. I mean, I say you could technically alt it though. Yeah. We could easily enough alt that one. That's a nice find. I like that one.
And just so we know, it is 10:13.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
We know. I say that this is not going to be combat. I think.
I've been
Akruwa.
trying
I'll tell
to
you
keep
what.
it from being combat.
I will
Two of us
tell
are
you.
still in combat stances.
And you just see a whole bunch of chairs appear in the room as she does something. And she just gestures at the seats as she sits down on one herself.
Akuro's not going to sit in one, but he's the one kind of like walking, like laying on the back of one.
You know what? She'll accept it.
Trenton does not come and sit on a chair.
You
He
prefer
continues
floating
to hop.
anyway.
Yes, he does.
She just stares at you really disappointed looking.
I look at it and go, why? This is more comfortable.
You see a cushion appear in the chair. It's a really nice cushion.
I look at it and go,
It's kind of fluffy.
and
Now it's more comfortable.
Cloud.
My cushions are much more comfy than Cloud's. I should know.
Stands up as she's sitting on the cushion.
Did you know Clouds are actually very cold? You ever fallen through one?
Yes.
See? Clouds are not that comfy. My cushion is. And then she
I'm not falling through it.
Fine, whatever. She leans slightly closer to Kuro. Please don't bring that one. He's rude. Now, since you asked,
It's not like Akuro has a bit of.
yeah, I don't think she cares. I'm gonna be honest. I'll tell you what. Let's say it, Jax. We can alt the one you sent last if you'd like.
Too much work.
Okay. Just make an Arcana check.
Hey.
We'll literally just say you can. It works the reverse ways. So, yes.
I just rolled it and I just started bouncing clear off my desk.
That doesn't count. Unless it's a 20.
This
That's
is
why
a
I have little
13.
dice trays on my desk.
She actually does too.
+1 check for all trades.
Yeah.
Okay, so 14. Good enough. You can manage to alt that if you would like to try to actually sap the memory.
I do it.
All right. As you're casting that, she just looks at you slightly, shrugs her shoulders. If you want to see it yourself, of
And
course.
I can have a whole day because I have 4th level.
Yeah, so you can essentially see it just as she does, rather than just hearing, well, her
I think I have to
description.
touch her though. Yeah, I have to touch her.
She doesn't stop you. Almost like she recognizes whatever it is you're casting, or something close to it, or recognizes intent, etc. Well, so it's very simple. It was only 4 of us. There was myself, both of his parents, and she just pauses. And at this point, Jax, when your spell goes off, you also notice the problem. There's a 4th person there, but every time you look at them, they just evaporate. Like, it literally looks like someone has erased them. Almost. As you can see they're there, they're clearly there, there's stuff they do is there, but every time you actually try to look at it, it's just not.
What are they doing?
Well, you can see that they're moving around in the tomb. They were the ones who actually read the various hieroglyphics, from what you can tell. For the rest of you, etc. I'll get to that, finish up what you can see in a minute. I don't remember what the 4th one was. At all.
That's weird.
Or
Usually
he's
you
Very
remember your-
puzzled. Which I would like to point out was the exact same thing you were told by the Death Knight as well.
That
Because
night couldn't.
That he didn't remember the 4th person.
Yes.
Pika's
I
theories
caught
are
on to
being
this. I told you I was
devastated.
making theories.
You did.
Pika's theories are being devastated right now. She is so
I mean,
saddened.
not exactly.
Or
Well,
one of them is and the other was right, possibly. Not important. Not important currently.
Again, I'm always somewhere around the nose, not on the nose with my theories.
So, anyway, we were trying to get through the trials. We stumbled over them by way of actually one of the advanced trials that we were told we couldn't pass until these. So we came in here, went through them. Your dad was actually the one who held off Solomon. The rest of us tried to deal with, well, the other guy.
Well, I guess it's a good thing the 2 Death Knights didn't know who I was.
Probably, yes. Solomon was the one that just gets more angry about things, I noticed, but the other is much more dangerous. On the bright side, he's also more talkative. If you
I
get
did
him
keep
in.
him talking for a bit, asking him questions about things.
Oh, you are your mother's child.
Of course, it just shrugs. It's like, what do you want from me? I do what I do.
Anyway, so we did that. I think we might have failed the next trial, truthfully. Like, he said we passed, but it didn't feel like we passed.
Which trial?
The next one we did was the one, not of logic, the other one.
The moral one?
Yes. At first we started to, wipe out the orc tribe. Then we noticed, most of them, well, weren't, fighting? And stopped. Talked to them, did what we could to fix the problem.
See, we did something similar, but with a were-cat tribe. Except we didn't kill any of them and ended up stopping the fight.
Well, we only accidentally killed 2 of them before we caught on. But as stated, I think we might have failed.
Yeah, Corson's right. We didn't kill any of them. We only took out a hologram.
Good job. You did better than me.
That was player. For anyone who was thinking about Zeps, because Zeps, if anyone remembered, when it annihilated one, it was an illusion.
Yes.
I went back and looked at my notes over that. And I
It
was
was
like, wait,
indeed.
it was an illusion?
It was an illusion, yes. Would it still have hurt? Also, yes. So there's the party, except for the one I can't remember. Jax, when you're looking at the memory yourself, you notice it's almost the same as she described, except that 4th figure that she says she was helping with the other seemed to be standing back more near the door. And you couldn't see anything really they were doing. They just seemed to be standing there. As far as the fight with the apparent orc tribe goes, you're almost positive it was both Silver and that unknown figure that were the ones who actually killed something.
But what is, like, are they using sword? Are they casting spells?
You can't see the figure.
Twice.
You can't see the figure themselves. That you saw them approach a orc, and the orc just dropped.
Yeah,
it didn't crumple like it was hit. There was no slice wound. It just.
Was it like how far away from it were
maybe
they?
10 feet.
I think that's what she was asking.
It was about 10 feet away. But no stab wounds, no slices, no anything. Just. Like someone cut the strings of a puppet. As the memory goes on and you get to the part, however, at the stones, you see it utterly break. And the memory just out of existence. You can still see everything else, just not that part, clearly. I don't know how much you actually got from that. Was it more than a minute?
It was a whole day. I got to that level 4.
Oh, no. The memory was... Oh, okay. So, you can actually see past that. You just can't see that particular room or anything that happened in it. Just so you know.
Out of curiosity, can she see like the stones that they all took or anything like that?
That whole section's just gone. You notice Silver didn't say it either, of course. Saying that, Jax also Echo got more than she said.
Yeah, no, I was asking more for Echo's part.
For
Like,
Echo's part, she could not see that room at all.
She couldn't see the stone room at all.
As soon as they entered the stone room, the memory shattered. Reformed a bit later when they were walking around elsewhere, doing something. In fact, they were in the same town, walking into the tavern, you believe. By the time the memory picked back up. Just so you know. So if you have any information for that day you would like to tell me to tell you, let me know.
Okay. Was little Corsian there?
Yes. No, he wasn't born yet.
I can't try to suck a Corsian's memory for it.
So sorry. Nah, this was before he was born. You assume, anyway. So, we did that. We got through the little stone trial. I said, I don't know why he said we passed. I could have sworn we failed. But, not
Hold up.
that important.
Did you mean the moral trial? The one that you failed but you said that you passed?
Yes.
Because that's not what you said.
That is what I meant, yes.
That's not what you
And
said.
she just looks at you blinking. Yes, the morals trial about maybe wiping out a tribe of something or other. Apparently were-tigers in your case. Why were yours so much worse than ours?
I don't know. Did you get to choose your landscape
Well,
or whatever?
Landscape choice. Oh, yeah, we did choose landscape. We picked a cave.
That might be it. We chose the plains.
Yeah, we decided the plains were too open for myself and she just kind of drops her hand. Yeah.
We figured that the plains being
And she just
open,
kind
there
of
wasn't
staring at
any
the
room for
ground,
things to
trying.
hide.
You can tell she's thinking about it, trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Which did
So,
you choose?
why'd you start talking because of Kurua request?
Because,
Why?
well, A, it's not really a story I need to conceal.
But you said only a Kurua.
And she just
Why?
grins at you, leans back slightly.
You know this is gonna annoy the hell out of me as a player.
Who's closest to her, probably? Other than
Right
me.
now, on the map, it looks like a Kurua.
I didn't bother moving people,
Wait,
but
Echo was touching her.
yes.
Echo
Oh yeah,
was
Echo would be
touching
the closest still.
Echo was touching her, yes.
She just whispers in your ear in that case, Echo. Is Akua not that good at picking up on subtleties?
Oh god.
Do I need to be more open? Because not being helpful. Echo!
I'm 90%
20,
sure.
24 on perception to see if
Players
Trenton
picked
hears
up.
this.
I'm 90%
I
sure.
just shake
players
my
picked
head.
up.
I looked at her and like,
Oh. And she just
That
sags
just-
a little bit. Don't worry about it, Akua.
Does Trenton hear this with a 24 to perception
Let me actually roll my stealth.
to see how quiet she was being?
No. Because that was a 19 on
I
the
also
die.
roll perception on this.
Sure.
I rolled an
Yeah, that's
18
also
on
a
the die,
23.
I know.
and you only rolled one higher than me. You beat
Yep.
my damn it.
I beat you by an unspecified number.
Yeah.
No,
We're not talking about how many levels your
I rolled a
vampire
23.
has.
You rolled a
Wait.
20. Yeah, you also missed it.
Dang, bro.
And I
I
said it. I
rolled the
did roll a
second highest
19.
number I could have rolled.
I'm so
I had a
sorry. Oh
19
yeah,
at
you
the
literally.
time.
Oh, then yeah. I hope to God she never stealths near you. You'll never find her. And she just sags a little bit after saying whatever it is she said to Echo, who's shaking her head. Oh, well, okay. Well, unfortunately, I can't leave. I was hoping you would talk to me last night, but I'll just stay in here until the night.
Oh, I was dealing with other things last night.
Sorry, we were all pretty worn out from the day's events. Apparently, the temporal plague was part of a advanced trial,
Was it?
and
Huh, we never found that one.
I'm not entirely
the
sure what made it an
Player
advanced
break.
trial.
I thought it was the time keep that was the advanced trial.
I'm honestly not sure because there's the whole castle in the middle of the city now. Something,
Maybe.
The whole thing was intertwined with itself, so we're not entirely sure what went on with that one.
Yeah. We cleared some sort of advanced
And
trial.
she just kind of looks at
That's
you.
all I know.
Well, that's definitely not the advanced trial we found. Ah, well, good looking for you.
Speaking of, do you know a half dragon? Was it, Revan?
It was indeed a half dragon, yes.
Do you know of a half dragon that is a pretty high level magic wielder?
Half dragon?
Half dragon,
Half dragon.
What the hell is a half dragon?
like a dragonborn but with wings.
Like-
No. Is that's not what they are they?
Basic. Sort of.
Is it? Okay.
Kinda, sorta, not really. It's close enough.
I know I briefly looked into it,
It's a
but like,
Half dragons, draconians, and dragonborn are very, very weird parts of not even close to the same thing, even though they look the same in many ways. They're very strange. We don't talk about it. And she just thinks about it. How on earth would that even work? No, I don't want to know.
Yeah, he.
And she just looks
well,
over at
let's
Echo.
see here.
Probably a
With
bard's
dragon-
Probably
What?
the bard's fault.
It's probably a bard's fault for half dragons.
Probably a bard's Probably
No,
more if
not
it's
you,
a
of
human.
course. And then she looks at you. I hope.
I would blame a wizard or a druid over a bard.
Have you never met a bard?
I-
She doesn't
The
act
crew's
like
met
most
bards,
bards.
points at Echo.
She doesn't act like most bards I've known. She hasn't flirted with me once.
She acts like all bards as the crew is known. Which is only one.
That's fair.
Which is Echo.
I'll cock my head and look at her with a look of course I know bards. Are you a dum-dum? I won't say that, but
Not
that's the
true.
look I'm gonna give her.
They
Not
were
a
all
crew
over
is
the
saying
place
that.
in the
Echo's like
tavern.
all bards
You
that
almost
she's
had to shoo
that
them
he's
out
met.
with a broom.
Yeah. So, it's fine. Well, that's all I really wanted to cover.
Well, thanks for at least
Fight
discussing that
extended,
with us.
and she just gestures towards Akura. Story given.
Say that again?
In fact, I think it was actually the week after that we found the sewers. Mostly when we were trying to dig out the basement.
Good to know.
So, don't worry about the sewers too much. I will do what I can to make sure they are a bit better contained. Oddly, someone, however, did kill the pudding I left down there. Probably the cultists.
Pudding?
Food?
Yes, it was a black pudding. It hangs from ceilings, drops down, melts people and their
May or
gear.
may not been friend.
Would that have been the thing that maybe tried to,
Those were the
encapsulate
acid
one or
things
more
that
of us?
Those were the acid things that ate the armor class and the the damage on the weapons.
Yeah.
Trenton's simply gonna go. Would that have been those things that tried to encapsulate us?
No, that was the Genapolis cubes.
You killed my cube too.
Oh no, that was prior to him.
Well, no, he said it though.
Oh.
Well, they tried to encase us and such.
Cube swallowed Akroa.
We didn't have a choice.
What did you do? Walk into it?
It
Akroa just kind of like looks off.
looks at you and-
makes eye contact.
And she just slowly plops her head in her hand. You walked into it, didn't you?
Shut up.
did not walk into it.
No, I walked into it.
She actually did.
She
Yeah,
did.
Akroa walked into it.
Straight into it.
But Trent's just gonna say, quite honestly, no, I did not walk into it.
And she just looks at you, looks it over at her crew. It's all well and good for you. I guess now I have
It tried to eat our party.
Maybe I'll get an Adiug this time. That should clear out the trash. Did you leave the bodies down there?
Yes, I
think
think
so.
we did.
Excellent, excellent. I can get an Adiug. He'll eat those, get nice and big, and he can guard the sewer then. She's
make
just
sure
kind of thinking about it. Maybe don't keep going exploring in there. I'll have to keep it out of that main room. As long as you just go between the tavern basement and that room, it should be fine. I'll just keep my area sealed off.
As long as the sewer still functions, I think we can make that
Oh,
work.
that section of sewer hasn't been used by the sewers ever, as far as I know.
That's a very pointless sewer.
Yes. Oh, right. I didn't actually tell you where it came from. That's fine. That's a story for another day, yes?
Sure, and I hope more stories about my parents. Because they didn't.
Well, they were involved most of the time. Especially that last time. And you just see her eyes shift to red a little. But we don't talk about that. That wasn't your fault. And you just see the chair arm in her hand just cracking.
Feel like Corsian needs to kind of get to the bottom of what actually happened.
Possibly.
I have
Something
so many
smells
theories.
so
What's
fishy about
Echo
that
up to?
situation.
I have theories.
You
that
asked me, what is Echo up to?
I have theories.
You still standing there? You just standing?
Sifting
Okay.
through more memories.
Is she? This is an important question. All right. Where are you aiming?
As far as I can tell, Echo is very nosy.
Where are you aiming? And more correctly, are you aiming at the thing I said last?
Yes, Corsian. Echo is typically nosy. So
Are you aiming at the
15
thing I said
memories is highly likely.
What was the thing you said last again?
Oh, good. She didn't hear.
I'm loopy.
I know. We're ending it pretty quick here.
Yes, yes.
Oh, damn it.
Uh-oh. She's gonna look at her memory of Corsian's...
I need you to
parents.
save against, or to actually. Wait, no. I just save against that.
Yeah,
What's your
I
DC?
get them. My 6. No, wait, we upped it. We upped it.
Toast, that's about right.
18.
Why? Why? It wouldn't have mattered if we hadn't upped it. That was a bad roll. You cast a spell and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get that memory. That sounds cool, and maybe we can figure out why he hates coercions. And you just see her head snap towards you. Don't.
Don't try.
Wait, I did.
I would like to clarify, I failed my save. You did get the memory. Please.
Do it. I dare you. I
Oh.
dare you.
Do what?
Her eyes aren't glowing or anything. She's just looking at you. You
I
clearly
dare you. Do it.
don't watch that. Let it disappear. You don't want to deal with it.
That stays ingrained in my mind, doesn't it?
That's a problem!
Wait, what does it do?
She does have telepathy. I remember this because she couldn't tell Zeps her name through telepathy. Because the crew and Zeps had to bullshit our way
For 24
knowing their
hours.
name.
At which point it becomes a technically normal memory. So,
What?
it technically lasts for 24 hours, at which point it becomes a mostly normal memory in your brain, so you might forget bits of it. She's looking at you, clearly asking you to not do that.
But in a way, this is reading, so I won't.
That's a good point.
Ah,
Hey, you remember that knowledge
Love
you're
you,
not
Michael.
supposed to go look at? You remember the knowledges you're not supposed to go look at? That was one of them!
Love you, Michael. Love you.
Echo needs to make a will
I want to
save.
point out that Korsha's just been trying to have a conversation with her, and
Oh, she's conversating? She's being quite friendly. She's not
Hey,
even being
I'm
mean
just-
now.
I know, but this
Please
is
don't.
not gonna help any
I'm
sort of
honestly
relationship.
begging you to not look at that.
Love you, Michael.
I have a feeling that or Echo is currently going kind of too late.
I instantly learn everything,
Yeah.
as if I've seen it through my senses.
You are horrified. You gain the shaken condition
Oh.
and nauseated.
There are things you shouldn't have seen in that one.
There are definitely things you should not have seen. Because you caught the exact part where she's mentioned to you before. She's doing her own thing, she's sneaking in, she's doing a great job. And out of absolutely goddamn nowhere, about 30 vampires appear.
I rolled an 11.
Okay. Plus your wisdom saving throw bonus. Plus 3 from Coercion, thank God!
And we don't have Zeps with us right now, so no
I have a
advantage.
2.
Plus
God.
3. So that's
5.
13
That's a
plus...
16. That's a 16.
That's 16. That's not bad. Do you have
Okay, I thought it was
inspiration
just
on you?
the 2.
Do you have inspiration on you by chance?
Pretty sure
Actually-
No, because she's
actually-
the only one who.
Hey,
She's
Michael.
the only one who has it
Michael?
done.
Yes.
But I have a bard.
Trenchant can throw her a +5 at any.
You'd
or a
have
plus
to
8 at
already
any time.
have given yourself
You might want to
inspiration.
do
I
that.
too many people's talking. What are you saying?
You'd have. I thought you. For bards, so you have to already give yourself inspiration, or can you just use it?
Technically, you have to.
But we don't do
Christine,
that. Michael
because
just
it's out of
says
a
use
pool.
it.
It's out of a pool.
Because I have Flash of Genius.
usually with the mechanics, bards have to
Flash of
designate
genius
that
would
they
help.
are giving each
Yes.
other.
If you would like to give her a +5, that would be a really, really good idea.
I think it might actually include my proficiency bonus. I don't know for sure. So you get either a +5 or a +8 automatically.
Wait,
why
wasn't I
Trenton
just
looks-
watching the memory of her in the Coercion's parents' bar?
Yep,
Okay.
that was the problem. No. That was not what
No,
you
the problem was the last thing you said.
The problem was the last thing I said was yes, she'll happily tell you more stories about your parents' coercion, except for the last one. And her eyes went red, and she started breaking her chair,
So you're gonna have at least a 21 on that check.
which was slightly higher than the DC. Thankfully for you.
She's doing her
Oh,
best to
God.
not harbor hostilities towards Coercion, who had nothing to do with it.
Yes. So, Echo. I guess we're not ending just yet.
Is this still the appropriate
Echo
music for this moment?
freezes in place where she's standing, and you see the rest of you see.
I mean, in
Silver's
fairness,
face
I was probably
painted.
just playing with her hair and touching her, so the others didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah,
But you freezing even
Yeah.
minutely is enough
So
for
the
Trenton
rest
to
of us see
recognize
what?
and activate his Flash of
Echo
Genius.
froze in place, and clearly was twitching a little after Silver spun and it was saying something about "don't do it," and is now just looking at her in sorrow. Very obviously, mind you.
Echo, friend, okay?
Echo.
Okay, so it's my int modifier, so it is a +5.
It is
Not
+5.
my-
Okay, so
it's
Jax,
not my
you're at
proficiency,
21.
so-
That's fine. The
So
20
it's
was
plus 5.
20 was the DC for that. So lucky for her, you had that.
A bunch
Yes.
of bonuses from her allies.
Echo, good news. You don't go insane from something.
God.
Bad news. You are witness to a lone wizard. Clearly, as you can see, these spells fire. As stated, she was ambushed by about 30 vampires at once, to include 2 that you know damn well have to be really, really old.
Confirmation that Silmar is a wizard.
Yes.
This is a theory I pieced together from last session on her class.
You see her personally manage to kill almost all of them with a ridiculous amount of blinking around and AoE spells you've never seen or
Tracer?
heard of before.
Now I have them, though.
Huh?
Now I have them, though.
Now you've seen them. You know how to cast them, sort of. You get the feeling it is greatly beyond you at the moment.
She knows enough that in time she'll be able to figure them out.
Like part of my second wish spell.
I know.
Okay.
I'm aware.
With you said a ridiculous amount of blinking around. She's Tracer.
I mean, that's about how she was fighting. Funny enough.
I mean, wizards are super squishy. If they don't blink, they will explode.
Unfortunately, the
Like
last
Tracer.
2 ended up managing to get the better of her, knocking her out. By the time the memory weight picks back up, she's hanging in a very, very bad spot and clearly being fed on by you don't know how many. Mostly because you have her memory. She's blindfolded. By the time all of the various pain stops, or phantom pain, more correctly, and the next thing you can actually see is her being hung upside down in some very, very not so friendly looking rune-covered room, with the entire thing glowing this blood red. There is, by the way, where your wisdom save came into play. The memory utterly stops at that point. But you know damn well at least the second part
Oh my god.
was yes?
No. Continue.
Okay. Okay. Oh, anymore.
Reminder, I just did notes for session 4.
The second part, however, you're pretty sure happened over a period of about 8 hours. And you're assuming was also when she was also when she was turned.
Yeah, marinated like a piece of meat.
The next time the memory picks up, it's very, very brief, and you can't actually quite tell why it is so disjointed. Like, it's clearly there. The memory's as good as you can get. You're assuming because some of it was blocked out by her. You see her somehow free and running as fast as she can through this very torn up area. It's an older castle, but you see dead plants everywhere around. You see what looks to be the ruins of a city nearby. Very briefly, she looks up as though trying to get, direction, because it's very dark, and you notice you don't see a single star in the sky. You see her a few more brief flashes in here and there. You would assume of her escape, her tossing a few spells here and there, mostly the ones you know this time, before she finally manages to get out in it. The best you can tell is she is coming out of a cave system. She appears in some wooded area, quite near a small, almost perfectly circular copse of trees. And where you see a couple of, you believe it's elves moving towards her, wearing these deep brown robes and carrying staves. And that is where the memory fades.
I keep going. I cast again.
That's as far as the memory goes. She's moved her arm away from you at this point.
I was playing with her hair.
She's moved away from you. Little one, please don't. And she just kind of shakes her head a little. That's not a thing I want to remember. For the record, you'd notice at this particular moment, her face has slightly changed, and you guess it was a mask she was almost putting up. The later memories are mostly me dealing with some druids that helped me out quite nicely. And then she just kind of shuffles a little bit, clearly looking uncomfortable. The rest is unimportant.
So, okay, how I'm saying this happened is I was like, let's go find baby Coercion, but I heard her say that, so that's what hit.
Yep. That's pretty much what my question was. So, to the rest of you, Echo's clearly shaking her head a little bit at that moment. You see, Silvar has actually shifted around Coercion, is standing more behind him, but putting him in between her and Echo. Sorry, hope you don't mind me standing here.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm used to being a meat shield.
Oh, it's not that. It's just that I don't want her hurting herself. And she just kind of shuffles a little bit. If anyone turns to look at her, which includes technically Peter, who's still looking at her.
Probably would look at her, since she's behind.
I assume Trenton probably is. Yeah. So, if there is nothing else,
thank you for your time.
Of course.
And for handling some of that problem. We'll devise
Perhaps
a strategy to go deal with that Death Knight, since apparently it's...
I would look to the northeast.
Noted. So, thank you for your help,
and again, make sure you keep an eye on your rogue friend. He has certain keys that need to be kept quite safe.
Okay.
What are these keys
Question.
look like?
Yes?
No, this is out of character.
Oh, okay. Just things he needs to keep safe. He knows what they are.
We'll pass that along to him.
As long as you keep
Mind
him
you,
safe.
doesn't out of character, doesn't the party know about the dragon mask?
You guys have seen him with several items, actually.
Yeah,
Two of which were
when he
masks.
first showed up, he was wearing the dragon.
Yeah,
He
even
was
Half
clearly-
Dragon pointed him out, right?
Yes. And
We
said,
just
you
haven't
can't
had a-
hide from me with those on you.
We just haven't been able to talk to him about it, because he hasn't...
Yeah.
But yeah, would anybody on the party would have put two together? Like, not a crew but like...
Debatable. Trenton easily could, with his straight intelligence. Zeps probably could. I believe Coercion's was like a 12-13 range.
Perception-wise...
No, just straight
No,
intelligence.
intelligence.
Oh,
Straight intelligence.
Coercion has a +0 to intelligence.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
a 10.
I was like, he, like, Akruo was higher than Coercion before we
I
lowered
forgot. Echo,
That was one
I'll
of the
tell you
ones
what. What were you looking for originally?
Baby Coercion, so I can make fun of him.
That definitely sounds like Echo, by the
Just kind of
way.
looks down at you, Coercion. When you were born, when you peed on your dad's beard, or when you were 2?
I remember none of that, because I was a baby.
Okay, I'll pick one at
So-
random then. Maybe she'll share it with you. It would probably be amusing to you as well.
Should be
And she just walks over. Echo, she casts the other version of the same spell you've been using and plops a couple of memories in your head. Are the
Echo
ones
just giggled.
I said. I will send you the one of when he was 2 specifically, however. And then just kind of shifts away quickly from Echo. Be careful what you go delving into, perhaps. Perhaps not. No? Okay.
I also learned some of the spells. I don't think I can cast them yet.
I would imagine not. At least one of those you... Actually, I'm not sure if you could. She thinks about it a minute. Looks a little closer at you. Do you become the things you turn into? She's clearly staring at you. Keeping in mind, you have shifted at one point since she's seen you.
I jokingly just make myself have vampire teeth and go rah, 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 rah.
I'll take that as a no, you do not become the thing you turn into. Okay. You might be able to pull it off. Your mother certainly could, of course. Hmm.
You know her.
Yes? Jane and I have been friends for quite a long time.
So you know Trenton.
No, not that long. I met Jane.
So you've heard of Trenton.
I have
okay,
met-
interesting.
Jane, specifically. But I know Jane.
Okay, friend said that there was original Jane. Do you mean original Jane?
Yes. And also yes. She knew both of them.
Were you there when original Jane died?
No.
Oh.
And she just looks sad. I was supposed to be.
There's another confirmation on ages. Or rough.
They were busy at the time, unfortunately. And as for how I never met Trenton here, well, she met him a long time prior, apparently. Keep in mind, I'm not actually that old. And she just looks at you. His parents were only in their 50s. And we grew up together. You just see her pause. Her eyes slightly flicker red for just an instant. Different subjects. Your dog is adorable, and she just kind of walks away.
Dogs are made to be the therapy.
Yes. And you see her go straight back to the same section of
Okay.
books she was at.
It is now 11. We need to stream.
This is where we're going to end here, yes.
Thank you for your time. Let's go make a plan and figure
Have a
out
good
what
one.
this-
And you see claws sliding in and out of her fingers.
Okay.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Alright. I will switch to
Yeet.
Okay.